Because I talk like this.
I like how
but if
it's
I
the
yell,
loud that's your problem, but it's your mouth making the loud. It's not like
Okay,
it
but
just.
this is what I'm gonna talk like. So if this is loud,
No, you're fine there.
okay. So I need to make sure what the high is so that we can get the regular good.
Rafa,
No,
Huh?
I'm listening to
Rafa,
you.
I can
Huh?
hear you. You're just because you're whispering doesn't mean that it's not
Yeah.
gonna get to me. I hear
Alex,
it.
Alex, close your ears real quick.
It's mind your business.
I gotta take my headphones off to close my ears.
Yeah.
Mind your business.
Anyways, where was that?
Here's where we were.
It's like we gonna miss a beat. It's like
It's only been a week. What are y'all talking about, bro?
I don't know. Alex said it, and
you
just,
ever
I
had
just
a
felt
dream
it. You know, I felt it. I was like, man, it's been a long time.
What are you talking
What is
about?
up, everybody?
Hello.
Welcome to
Fucking-
episode 51 or 2, whatever it says at the top.
It's 51.
That one of the Playing Pod with Alex, John, and Rafa.
Holy shit.
It's been a long time, hasn't it, Alex?
It's been way too long, honestly.
It's been a week, just like every week.
No, because we normally record these things on Saturday.
Saturday
is
morning.
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
Good clarification there.
Yeah.
And it is currently Sunday afternoon.
Oh my God.
Right, so a week and a day.
No, see, I'm like
Strangers. I'm talking to strangers. Over
exactly.
here.
I have a 7-day limit. Like right after the 7 days,
You goldfish?
everything goes away.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's like Finding Dory, but 7 days. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Oh,
But so I mean, who are you? Hello?
Yeah.
I'm
Cool.
John.
Who are you, John?
Yeah, John. Who are you?
I'm John.
And I know Rafa because since me and Rafa both forgot, I did. I
Right.
can remember him.
Well, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Uh,
Let
no.
me tell you.
No, you don't understand. See, Rafa, he doesn't
You
understand.
don't get it. He
I
doesn't
don't.
get it.
He's not a part of
I've
it.
been very clear.
But let me see if I can remember to do this. I want to shout out our Spotify listeners, our audio listeners,
Ooh.
actually, all the listeners out there on all the fucking sound platforms. Shout out to y'all for listening. The numbers are still going up.
They
So,
going steady.
I am
going
happy
steady.
with you.
Hello.
You people
Hello, strangers.
who I forgot about. Happy. So just want to shout out to everybody that listens to us all over the
Oh.
place. I'm talking about Anchor, Breaker, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of them. Thank you. Big shout out to you guys.
We never forget that.
Nope, never forget you guys. I only forget John. And I also
Yeah.
want to shout out our YouTube viewership because that's the only place where you can see what we play while we pod.
Holy shit.
And
Sure.
today, that game is
God of War.
that one. That's what you told me. God of War. Hey.
God of War.
Cool.
I finally got the PlayStation back.
Nice.
So now I can play Ghost of Tsushima.
Cool.
I was playing on stream. You should watch. Dude, doesn't Rafa sound like he's so energized and he's ready to talk?
Maybe
Doesn't
Rafa.
sound like-
Maybe Rafa just doesn't give a fuck that you got a PlayStation.
Wow.
Oh, Alex, you saying some real funny stuff right now. I can't wait to see what else you got to say.
Look how awake he is now.
Alright. Oh, so it's like this podcast today. Alright, so it's fuck
Yeah,
both
yeah.
of you today.
It's,
What did I
It's on
do?
both of you today.
It's a-
What did
on site
I
for
do?
both of you today.
It's a
It's
pick
on
on
site
John
for
Day.
both of you today.
Wait, hold
It's a
on.
pick on John Day.
Wait,
Yeah.
pause.
It's
Pause.
literally wombo combo of bullshit that just happened.
It's,
No. Continue, Alex.
No,
Go ahead.
wait,
let's-
hold on.
let's
I
pick
want
on
to
John
No,
admit
we're
it.
playing God of War. We're playing God of War. Let's continue.
Wait, I want to know what did I do?
No, we're on that. This is what today is. All right, let's kick it off. That's good. That's
Okay,
good. No, that's cool.
I'm gonna continue, but
I asked you to, yeah.
I genuinely want to know what the hell I did. He's falling asleep when you're talking.
What I want you to do is continue, Alex. That's what I want you to do.
You are under the misconception that I give
I'm
a
psyched
fuck
for
what
both
you
of
want me
y'all.
to do. I'm like
Well, I'm
Rafa.
psyched for both
I
of y'all.
don't care. You got a PlayStation. Look.
Yeah. All right, no, it's cool. Go ahead. It's on site. Go ahead.
Okay, I don't know what happened here, but I'm gonna just shrug past this. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
let's
you
just
guys,
keep going. Yeah,
Well,
it's
Yeah,
all good.
why he's
yeah,
upset.
good idea, guys. I don't know how y'all got there. Big brain guys. Let's go.
What's happening here? Somebody.
I don't know.
I don't even
I don't know.
just
I don't know.
playing
I don't
God
know
of
what's
War.
going on.
Hey man,
Yeah, yeah.
don't play that game no more. You get really
Yeah.
agitated.
Hey, don't
Go
play
ahead,
that.
guys.
Don't play that Ghost of Tsushima or whatever you're playing.
Sushimi.
Because you got real mad.
Right.
Ghost of Sushi or whatever you're playing.
I see how it is.
What
You
happened,
guys,
it-
we missed this. We missed a Saturday, and y'all get bullied. I get it. On the
I
Lord's
told
Day.
you I forgot how to act because we don't
Yeah.
pod. We
Oh,
potted.
it's aware.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Return the PlayStation and the Ghost of California Roll Sushi, please. Don't play that.
Right. That sounds really good, actually. Honestly.
California
That sounds
roll
really good.
sushi. Hey, hold
You
on.
ever had a California roll sushi? That shit.
Da-
pretty
You
good.
know I don't eat sushi.
Oh yeah,
I
that
don't eat that.
doesn't eat.
That's
good food.
that's against
You
my
haven't
religion.
tried it.
I have tried. Rafa, I think it was either Rafa or Nathan brought sushi to me one time, and I ate it, and it was I just didn't. That's not
I
my
think
thing.
you were with us. I think it was a sushi place by your house.
Yeah, it was like I forgot what the hell it was called, but yeah, no, you guys tried it, and I liked it. Don't get me wrong. It's just not like I'm never like, oh man, I gotta have more sushi. You know, it's never like that. It was cool, but it's not my like part of my normal diet.
Yeah, for me, sushi's like a good thing for every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, I don't always be like, oh damn, it's time for some sushi, you know.
Now ramen,
But
now
I ain't
that
bougie like that.
ramen I'll have
Ooh.
more often. 'Cause
I've had-
that shit's good.
Ramen's good. Yeah, I've had ramen in a
That was
bit.
good too.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time I had ramen? Where'd you have ramen, Alex?
I had it. Nathan showed us a spot. I think that was the last time. No, the last time I had it, I made it here, and it was pretty good. But the last time I
You
went
didn't
out,
make ramen.
yes, I did, dude. Nowadays, you can make anything from home. You just follow the fucking instructions. Like it's not.
You do that. You literally do that with anything. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not hard. And I made it. It came out pretty good. But it was. It's not. It wasn't the level of the fucking like actual ramen spot that we had. But it was. It was pretty good for my first time making ramen. But
ramen spot, Alex.
so it's okay.
it was good. It was good. I can throw down in the kitchen. All you gotta do is follow the instructions. That is all you have to do. Like, hey,
Hell yeah.
hey, man, for real, like people make this like cooking like it's this crazy thing. Now, literally, it tells you to the measurement what you gotta do, how long. Like, if you can't cook,
Yeah,
you don't
but
know
it's
how to
like-
follow
That's-
instructions.
But there's no
That's always-
passion.
That's
There's
always
no,
how it is.
There's no touch.
No,
no
but my-
special sauce.
But my thing is like people who quote unquote don't know how to cook, they just can't follow instructions. Like that's it's right there to the measurement to the timing. It's all there.
It's the lack. It's the lack of. It's the lack of patience is what it is. Because it's like I don't want to have to do all that when I could just pay someone to do it for me.
Yeah, same people will sit here and say, I don't have the patience to cook. Well, binge watch fucking Netflix shows all day, spend 13 hours watching TV, but they can't bother to spend 45 minutes cooking a
It's
meal.
the world we live in.
Let me tell you something, man.
This
Cooking's not
world
hard.
we live in.
Now, granted, there is some skill to making your own stuff, like on the spot, you know, like to know what flavor goes with what. Like that type of cooking, that's a skill. I'll give you that. But following instructions on a recipe, that's not hard at all. So,
I'm talking about going by like flavor and like
Ratatouille.
like ratatouille, exactly.
well,
John.
yeah, that's the same thing as like for example, Legos. Playing with Legos is not hard. You follow the instructions, you build the set. Now there's another level of playing with Legos where you build these structures just based off your own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Watch Lego
Yeah.
Masters.
Yeah, see, like shit like that. Though that
Lego Masters.
you know what I'm saying?
is
Like
the shit.
following instructions on a Lego set, not hard. Anybody can do that. I don't want to. I don't want
Right.
to hear that. But you know, making your own structures off of
You
Legos.
don't know that.
That's a whole different thing. So
Right.
I'm never claiming to be the the Iron Chef over here, just going in, making stuff from scratch and it tastes not like that. But that's all. I made ramen, Rafa. God damn it, and it was damn near decent.
Hey, I'm not saying anything. I'm just
Yeah, I was like
saying-
trying to remember how we got to like this like cook talk, and it was because Rafa doubted you making ramen.
No, you made it
I
seem like
forgot.
I can't follow a fucking
Right.
I mean,
like,
I'm still
instructions.
doubting you.
What I gotta do? I gotta make it for you. I gotta pull
You
up the
gotta-
recipe.
Ooh.
Yeah, you gotta make it for me, and you gotta make it like not following the instructions. You gotta fucking ratatouille it up, dude.
Here's
You
what
gotta
I'm gonna
throw
do.
down.
You have to like eat a grape, and then music plays in the background.
Yeah.
And then you eat a piece of cheese, and then another sound comes
You
out of the
gotta-
background, and then
you
you
gotta
put both
go-
of them in your mouth.
You gotta Gordon Ramsay that shit. You
Oh,
know?
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna send you a link to the recipe that I followed, and if you follow it exactly, you're gonna taste the exact same ramen that I had. And if
Well,
you like
who's
it,
to
then I
say-
make
Ain't
good
the
ramen.
Say,
It ain't the
who's-
same.
Who's to say you actually followed the measurements correctly?
Me,
Right.
I'm telling you, I did.
Right, but who's to say that?
me, because
Maybe
I'm
you s-
telling you I
maybe-
did.
But maybe you suck at it, and like you didn't. Maybe
It's-
you were off a little
Yeah.
bit.
Almost impossible when I
Or like-
have
I disagree.
measuring. I have
Or like-
measuring cups to like down
or
to like the
or
small
it's like,
shit.
hey, wait like half an hour, and then you wait like 35 minutes. Were
Right.
those 5 minutes affected to like a level you don't even understand?
Right, exactly. Maybe like maybe it took away a flavor that you don't even know.
Right.
We're not turning this around on me. It's still fuck with John Day. So we're gonna turn
Ah,
this
see, it is fuck with John. I knew it.
Anyway.
episode 51, fuck with John Day. So
Yo,
so-
all 2021 has been a clusterfuck for these podcasts.
John,
like,
you
something always
smell.
happens. I haven't showered yet, but I'll get there.
oh, dude, it's like 2 p.m.
Damn, it's
John
Sunday.
hasn't showered since what, Friday?
I showered yesterday, sir. Man, you don't know my life.
I'm just assuming.
Yeah, see, made an ass out of you, not me.
Hey, stinky boy. Stinky boy.
Oh man. So shout out to the last time listeners of the podcast. Yo, y'all, it was
Right.
great to have you guys.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you guys
Remember
never
this
again.
episode when I called Johnny Stinky Boy.
Right.
Now,
Just assume that's stunky.
Stunky, I'm gonna go ahead
That's
and
swamp ass, I'm pretty sure.
I like it like that. Go ahead, ask what you're saying.
I almost walked out of the room. Hey,
Uh,
I'm gonna go ahead and hit the button for the best segment of all time. It's too long. It's already too long. All right, welcome to What Are We Playing This Week, baby? The segment where we like to tell you guys what games we're playing outside of the entertainment sphere. No streams, no gaming, just gaming for us. I said no gaming, gaming for us. That's what I just said.
Yep.
Anyway, this is where we tell you what games we played during the week to try to connect with you people. Go ahead, John.
To connect with you people. Right.
To humanize us.
What have I played this week? I haven't really played a little Cyberpunk. And I think that's it. I can't remember what else. Oh no, I played Vermintide. I played a lot of Vermintide.
See, this
Yeah,
is why.
literally just Cyberpunk and Vermintide. That's it.
That's why I want to get rid of this segment.
Because I play games.
Because you play one game and that's it. Like
you
either
played two games.
Remember last
you
week?
you
No,
either
no, 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 no,
you
no, no,
either
no,
try
no.
too
Remember
hard.
last week?
You either
Remember
try
last
too
week?
hard and play
No,
39
no,
games.
No. Remember last week, Rafa, when he was like, "I don't like this segment because y'all play like all the games." Like, no way, you play all the games.
did-
And
you
now
did say
this
that.
week, this week is y'all. I'm gonna turn this off because y'all play one game.
See, look,
You,
here's
you
the
did say that.
the thing
You did
is
say that,
there's
didn't
a there's a sweet spot, right? There's a sweet spot. You
Uh-huh.
you guys either try too hard or just
You
don't
have to
give a
catch
fuck.
Alex on a good day. Is
So
what it is.
so now when the games were the weeks where you guys were playing 900,000 games, I don't believe you.
So the previous week,
And then this week y'all played one game. Is that why are we even talking
two
about it?
games. Well, John played two
I
games.
played 2 games.
One was on stream, so I counted not.
Why not? But I played it outside of streaming. Like I played it for me.
No.
John, you actually forgot, dude. He actually played 4 games.
Who played 4 games?
You did.
I played 4 games.
You played Smite and Siege with us.
I said not on stream. Oh, well, technically it's not my stream. Oh, I guess I played Smite and Siege too.
Now we're
But that was on
talking.
stream. But that was on stream, and I was
Man,
trying to keep
who
to the
cares?
rules.
Who cares about them stupid ass rules?
Oh, you're right. Heck, the guy who made them.
Yeah.
It's still fuck with John Day. We're not gonna turn it around. No, we're not turning it around. We're not
Turned on you now.
Look,
Rafa, what game?
hey.
Rafa, what games did you play?
I played Smite and Siege.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Okay, that was with my friends. That was a good time.
Hell yeah.
Did we play Roblox? We did play Roblox. We played that
We did play
Ghost
Roblox.
game. Look at all these games you playing, John.
That was on the same stream.
Yeah, shit, doesn't matter. What else did I play? I played a little bit of Monster Train.
Oh, I played that too. I forgot.
I played a lot of Smash yesterday. I feel like I'm forgetting a game here.
Dang it.
Either way, the one game that I've been playing nonstop though, this is such a really great game, and I understand why it gets so much praise. I've been playing Hades,
Yes, sir.
like
Yeah.
nonstop.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
really loving that game right now. So that's
I told y'all.
yeah, Hades is at like that #1 right now for me.
That's the jam.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah, that game
Super
is really
Jam.
good.
yep. That's it.
Hey,
I haven't streamed yet this weekend, so.
Rafa, where are you on streaming, dog?
Bad.
Come on, man.
What do you mean?
Where you been?
Where are you
Oh,
streaming?
I just haven't been around this weekend, so.
Bad.
You got,
Yeah.
you got
How
upset.
my emocon thing got approved today. It was just my face,
Hey,
Hell
so
yeah.
that's cool. And everything else is already set up for affiliate, so it should be fine. So hopefully
Hell
it
yeah,
works.
dude. Hell
But
yeah,
whatever.
dude.
Yeah, I mean, I have a few things to do around the house after this, and then I should be able to stream later tonight.
Hell yeah.
That is the plan.
I'm excited. You better,
Yeah.
cause
Wow, cry.
I like to put you guys on like on the screens and stuff in my house and just like do my other stuff and just watch you guys. I feel like I'm a part of it. And when you guys don't
That's what
stream,
streaming is.
and when you guys don't stream, I'm lonely.
I streamed.
I know. I
streamed
had you on.
Ghost of Tsushima.
I had you on.
Yeah, Hector and John stream so much more than I do.
Hector.
Oh.
That's you. Oh boy.
Oh.
That's you, player.
Oh.
You see this, man?
Oops.
No, I watch the streams too. I just don't.
Yankees.
I don't tune in to as much as. I mean, you guys know. I don't stay for the entirety of your streams. Like I pop in and out. So I
be
pop
poppin'.
in and out of his too.
No, you
Do
come
we
in, say hi, and leave.
Yeah, essentially, I'm like, yo, what's up? Give a host real quick, and then I share it on Twitter, and I dip the fuck out. But
do that.
but I do put you guys on the TV though. Just because I'm not talking doesn't mean I'm not watching.
He do that.
You do be doing that.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna talk to you guys the whole time, interact
Yes.
with you like
Be my
an
friend,
audience
yeah.
member.
Yes.
No,
Yeah, what people do on stream. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not people. All right.
Stranger things have happened.
All right. What I've been playing this week, baby, I'll tell you right now.
Oh yeah.
Cyberpunk. All day, every day. I'm like 80 hours in the game. I am almost done with all the side quests, every single one. That's awesome. I've never done that on a game before. And I'm going to throw a little curveball here. I played Gloomhaven this week. And let me tell y'all about
Oh.
Gloomhaven.
Hey, John,
Oh.
you played that too.
Oh, come back to me. Yeah, ask me what I played.
John.
I played Gloomhaven with you.
Oh,
Wow.
you were there?
Yeah.
Nah, dude, Gloomhaven, board game. Rafa, Rafa, you got a taste of it one
I got
time.
a taste of it. All right.
No, I haven't responded yet.
Yeah. Well, Gloomhaven is this board game. Well, a board game is like a light way of putting what it is. It's not a video game. It's a tabletop game, and the game weighs 20 pounds by itself.
Yeah.
It's an expensive ass board game, and it weighs 20 pounds, and it's a mixture of. I think it's Dungeons and Dragons, D&D. What else? There's a card game. It's a mix of with like Warhammer. It's a mixture of a lot of the tabletop games, and it's such a daunting experience at first because you start taking out like all these pieces, and you got like miniatures and like 55
Yeah.
different decks of cards, and then a booklet with the story in it, and all these boards, and it's a whole lot.
It's a lot.
So we went over, while we're filming this late, we went over to a friend's house who lives in Wisconsin. All safe. We all got tested. We all did the COVID, due diligence. We don't fuck around
Not
with that.
me. I kissed everybody in the mouth.
I mean, once we got there, I just went into the apartment building and started
I
mouth
says,
breathing.
Put your tongue out.
I started
Let me
breathing
put
into
my tongue
everybody's
out.
mouths. But, yeah, once we did all the safe stuff, everybody was clear. Test results came back. We're good. We went. We literally spent, maybe 5-6 hours setting up the game. No lie.
Ugh.
Like from opening the box to setting up to organizing everything to watching videos on how to play, legit 5-6 hours. Like we started at 8. We didn't actually start playing till what, John? Like maybe 2 a.m, like the official first run. Maybe.
Like the real actual run took it was like midnight 30 to 1. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yuck.
and then we ended up playing it, dude. It was worth it. Was so worth it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We ended up dying the first room, and then this was maybe 3 and 4 in the morning, and we said, "Yo, let's do it again." So we
yeah,
set
we
it.
were like, let's beat this room.
So we set the room back up, reshuffled everything, did all this good stuff, and we beat that room at 7 in the morning, straight. So we played the Gloomhaven for maybe 11 hours,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, we played that shit a lot.
it was so fun. One of the most great tabletop experiences I've ever had, and I'll do it again. I'll stay up till 7 in the morning all over again. I don't give a fuck. That shit was fun. So Gloomhaven, that was my highlight game of the week this week.
That shit's-
Wow.
Now you get it, Alex.
No, that was genuine. That was
You said
genuine.
what?
That was genuine.
Oh, okay. Rob, is this true? Was it genuine for real? You like?
I mean, I was there when we were trying it, and like just thinking about sitting around for 6 hours, just trying to figure this shit out. I would not be thrilled.
It did not take 6 hours to.
No,
Well, did it take 6 hours to figure
you
it
know,
out?
it's not like we were there 6 hours magnifying glass, reading books, and solving a mystery. We were fucking around, and I'm saying all in
Solving
all,
a mystery.
all in all,
Well, in a sense, that's pretty much what it was.
all in all, we were
Solving
we were fucking
mysteries.
around, but it took around 6 hours to
To get
set
everything
everything up.
situated, yeah.
I mean, yeah, we got food and stuff in between, but like it was, we were just hanging out, setting up
No,
the game.
it was a good time. It was a
Yeah.
good time.
Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'd be fucking pissed off if we legit tunnel vision set up the game, focused and no fucking around for 6 fucking hours. No, I
Yeah,
would
I'd
lose
shit
my mind.
myself.
But no, it was a really great time. It was really good to see the friends we saw over there. But yeah, man, let's drop into some topics because we have quite a bit
A
apparently.
lot happened this week.
But real
A lot.
I want to ask one thing before we jump into the written topics.
No.
John, I know you saw it. Rafa, did you get a chance to see WandaVision?
Oh, I did not know that came out.
Damn it! I
know that
really,
came out.
really.
We can't talk about shit on this
Hey,
podcast.
hey, man, you guys got to give me a heads up when this shit comes out. I had no idea.
It
that
came
shit-
out Friday.
Hold up. How I gotta give you a hint on what comes out this week?
If you want to talk it on the podcast, you gotta let me know.
You're not up
I
to
just
you're not
feel
up to
like
date on Marvel.
You don't.
No, I'm not. Clearly, I'm
keep-
not because I didn't watch it.
You don't maybe keep your ear to the ground of the news that's going on with the podcast that we talk about the news about shit that's going on.
No.
See, look at that. Fire him.
Fire me, Alex.
Rafa.
Fire him, Alex.
I'm not gonna fire you because it's fuck with John week. But if this was any other week, we'd have a meeting in my office.
Hey,
So you're lucky. It's
hey.
fuck with John week.
You know what? It'll be all you have to do is, hey, watch this. We're gonna talk about it on the podcast. Done. Easy peasy. Don't
I'm
just
just watching.
assume that I'm just gonna watch shit.
I'm
Watch it regularly.
upset that we can't talk about it now.
You can talk
We
about
can still
it.
talk about it. You just don't. I mean, like, Rafa doesn't give a shit about that stuff anyway.
It's Marvel. Rafa cares. Rafa, you care about Marvel, right?
I care more about it than anything else. That like
See.
Like, that's Star Wars and-
So that's my thing. I don't want to talk about it because it does play into these shows are gonna play into the story for the MCU.
How about we do like this? How we did with Wonder Woman?
Yeah, I was literally just gonna be like vague about it.
Well, no,
Be
because
super-
next week another episode comes out, and I'm gonna talk about that episode.
Okay.
Then we'll talk
Okay,
about
well then
both
Rafa
episodes
Rafa
next
can
week.
watch three episodes.
I'm sorry, 3 episodes next week.
All right. So
I was literally just gonna say. No, I'm gonna say it. That like it's actually surprisingly very good. I was not out of all the Marvel shows that they announced, WandaVision was the one I was not interested in at
Mhm.
all. I don't care about Vision. I don't care about Wanda. Maximoff. I don't care that much about them. So I don't give a shit if they have a sitcom together. But after watching it, it's actually very, very interesting. It's actually very, very interesting. I enjoy the premise. I actually enjoy the humor in it because they do have that sitcom humor. It lends itself very well. So, Rafa, if you haven't seen it, well, you already said you haven't. I would just watch it because it's good. Like, it's actually very, very good. And if you do actually give a shit about the like MCU and all that stuff, they already said that the TV shows are a part of the new Phase 4 or whatever the hell. So,
Mhm.
like,
So
watching
this
it
is,
does. It's technically part of Phase 4, yes.
right.
Yeah,
So this is after Endgame.
well,
Yes.
Is it confirmed as after Endgame? Because
Well, it depends. I don't know where it lands. That's
Yeah.
kind of part of the mystery of the show, because it's like last we saw a Vision,
yeah,
he was straight dead.
he's extra crispy. So
Yeah. So that's that. That's all kind of part of the mystery of the show. It's like what's going on? Like where are they? Why is this happening? Where does this take place? Like it's all kind of part of the show, and it's actually very, very good. So like if you haven't, anybody out there, if you haven't seen it and you're like remotely interested in it, I definitely give it a look see, because it's actually very interesting. That's my spoiler-free review of the first 2 episodes.
yeah, it was
How long,
crazy when
how
Vision
long
died.
are each episode?
like 20 minutes.
Okay.
No,
They're not long at all.
no, they vary. The first one was 20. The second one was like 35, 40. Like they change.
That's 40.
Yeah. Yeah. When I put it on, I thought it was gonna be 20 minutes straight, but the second one was like 35.
Oh,
Yeah. So they like
So
like
about
like the
30,
Mandalorian.
30,
Every
35.
episode's gonna be different length.
okay. Well, it's like that, I guess.
But yeah, man, it was really cool. I like I said, I didn't. Not like I said, but I was actually interested in the show. Not like John. What
I
didn't
give a
didn't care, but I wanted to see it just because the whole like sitcom-y vibe. I'm like, what? Like this is so weird. Like, why is this happening when the last thing we saw of the Marvel universe was that whole Spider-Man being they reveal Peter Parker's identity and Iron Man died, and then the next thing we get is a sitcom show. I'm like, what the hell is happening?
Right.
Especially Vision's dead, but here he is. So there's a lot of mystery going into it, and then once you just load it up and you're watching it, there's more mystery. But it plays into the initial feelings you as the audience member goes into it, like what the fuck is happening. So it's all
Yeah.
It's really cool the way they did it because it's structured like a sitcom, like an old school like I Love Lucy type show. But the questions that you go into as a viewer, it's like why is this happening? Is also the questions that are gonna get answered in the show. Does that make sense?
It's like
I get it, yeah.
the show knows exactly what it's doing, really, pretty
Yeah.
much. Like it knows where it's landing. It knows it's like the first thing to pop up in Phase 4.
And it knows the questions
And-
that the audience has, like
Yeah.
why is this a sitcom?
Yeah. And yeah, it knows what questions it brings up by being a thing, and it plays right into it. Like it's really good.
Yeah, it's and like
It's
just
really
that
good.
aspect alone. Like even I'll say this: the sitcoms, like section, like what it is, what the concept of it is. I would just watch that if it was just that, without
Yeah.
the mystery, because
Yeah.
it is quite.
It's actually really
entertaining.
funny.
Yeah, now, I wasn't the biggest fan of Scarlet. Not that I disliked them, but I didn't particularly care for Vision and Wanda. Like, oh, let me get more of them two by themselves. I didn't like that. They weren't my favorite. Like whatever. They were there. They're cool, but I didn't need more of them. But now that I'm watching the show, I'm like, yo, their dynamic, the way it's laid out here, is it's cool and it's really funny. And I like I said, I'm a big fan of it. And when I finished the second episode, I immediately wanted to see the third episode just to see what the fuck is like
Yeah.
gonna happen, and it wasn't there. And that's like one of the first times. Like, it's rare for me to like need the next episode right now, and that show actually did it for me. Like, it grabbed me in a way that I wasn't expecting, and I'm just like, yo, I need
Wow.
to know now, because the way they're unveiling like the world a little bit, it's so
really interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting, and it's really well paced, because a lot of these I was expecting it to play the sitcom thing straight, and then like around later on, like towards the latter half, start kind of just unraveling at a fast rate, and then now you'll start to see whatever. It starts to sort of unravel relatively quickly.
It means first 2 episodes, it's already asking the questions.
Yeah, which is great, because I hate like those build-ups where it's like, oh, here's 8 episodes establishing what we're gonna do this season, and then the last 2 it all goes to hell, and then you figure it out real
Yeah.
quick. And no, this is
Yeah, no, yeah.
so great so far. So
No, it's good.
that is
Watch it.
my spoiler-free review. I'm excited for the next episode. I was
It's
not
good.
expecting to like it, and I will say that this kind of bumped up my hype for all the other shows, because this
Yeah.
was the weakest one in my opinion. Well, from my interest, my personal interest of it, this had the least amount. And if this one grabbed me like that for me, the ones that I actually do want to see are probably just going to be a
Exactly.
little more. So
Yup,
I'm hyped,
you hit
man.
the hail on the neck. You hit the nail on the neck.
hit the hail on the
Nice.
neck. But yeah,
Clock that nail in the neck.
WandaVision, really cool, really unexpectedly funny. But I'm with it, man. I'm with it, 100%. Rafa,
Cool.
watch it so we can talk about it.
Yeah. I have.
I would just tell you to watch it just to watch it.
Also watch it.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll be ready next week, and then we'll talk about spoiler not free the 3 episodes.
For the first 2. No, yeah, that should be fine. Should be fine. But I was just kidding when I busted your balls earlier. I didn't know it came out until yesterday when we got home, and apparently it came out
Yeah.
Friday. I didn't know.
Look, I'm oblivious to a lot of things, so I'm just saying right now.
I'm just
if
saying
there's
y'all triggered.
If you guys want to talk about something on here, a show or movie or whatever, you have to let me know.
I was
Because
kidding. Like I said,
I'm just saying. I'm just
No,
saying.
no, no, no,
Just
no, no,
just
no,
to
no, no.
here's the
in
thing.
the future.
Here's the thing. If this podcast was done yesterday, I would not have seen it because I didn't know. So
Right.
I was just joking. I was just
So
fucking
then
joking.
it's John's fault.
No. Y'all know what we're doing here. Don't play
Nope.
stupid.
No, I know what we're
Don't play
doing,
stupid,
but for
both of you.
whatever reason,
Don't play
the
stupid, both of you.
date came up. Like I thought it came out Monday. I don't know why. I thought Monday was gonna be the 15th. I just didn't know. And then when when it came out and we were talking, and I found out it was out, I was like, oh, I could have watched that. But it's all good.
Yeah.
It's
No,
all
no.
good. But speaking of watching that, there is a lot of fucking movies coming out this year, like
Good.
like a lot, a lot. And I know I'm saying a lot of times, but there really is a lot of fucking movies. HBO Max
Is going in.
is coming
Dude,
in
all of them.
fucking
All of 'em going
haymakers. Netflix is dropping fucking a movie a week this whole
Yeah.
year.
with some big names on there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
really
like
big names.
yeah, it's not like oh here's Netflix, here's a new fucking movie. Who gives a shit? No, I'm talking about like The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jonah Hill, like
Will
just
Smith.
Will Smith,
Yep.
like dude. And then
Batista.
yeah, but
Oh, you're right. He's in that Zack Snyder Army of the Dead movie. Yeah.
yeah, dude, that movie I didn't know was a thing, but now I'm excited for it. Dude, but so many movies and so many like this year is gonna change the landscape of the movie industry. Like yeah, last
It's
Yeah.
year
already changed. It's
last year
already
did it by
changed.
accident. Last year did it by like last year kind of was like the prologue to this year, which chronologically that's how it works. But because of
You're
what
stupid.
unexpectedly happened last year, this year is gonna really change the scape. Because last year everybody was kind of playing it by ear, fumbling. Like oh, what's gonna happen? Like look at Tenet. Tenet pushed back like 9 times because no one knew it was so uncertain. And they kind of Scooby Doo and Trolls kind of did like the first little let's see what happens if we just go
Right.
straight digital. Now this year they're like fuck it, all digital simultaneously with theaters. Wonder Woman started it. Other movies did it, but I'm just gonna say Wonder Woman was like the first big
I
one.
feel like it was the really biggest one.
Yeah, and apparently it did it well enough that they're willing to go all in the whole year because they could have changed it at any time. We've seen them do it, but now it's like yo fuck it, let's go. So HBO Max, their schedule came out a bit ago. They tweaked it. They're tweaking it as time goes on. Godzilla got pushed up to March, and I am super excited. When I saw the headline for Godzilla and King Kong, I thought it was gonna be another delay. I thought 2022, and I was like god damn it. But I clicked the link and it said March, and I was like oh shit, they pushed it up 2 months. So
Does it have a specific date in March, or is it just March?
I think it does have a date. I'll look it up while we continue talking. But and then HBO Max has been putting out a sizzle reel of the movies coming out, and they showed some glimpses
Yeah.
of like the movies that are dropping this year. And man,
I was really surprised that they showed not only like a glimpse of King Kong versus Godzilla versus King Kong.
March.
I don't know.
March 26th. I'm sorry,
It's in March.
March 26th.
I was surprised that they showed stuff. Like, technically, yeah, we should be seeing stuff for it if it's coming out in March. But I was really surprised to see that. And then immediately after that was not like immediately after, but like freaking Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, immediately
Did you
after
see
was
that?
Sub-Zero. Yep.
A fucking Sub-Zero making the eyesore by
Yeah, that shit was so cool.
immediately, bro. I'm super excited for all that. Like HBO, they made it. They brought their A game this year. Like
Right.
this digital streaming service, it's gonna be a competition this year.
Oh yeah.
Like
Right.
they all of them are bringing out the heavy hitters.
What's funny about this is okay, so we all know that Space Jam 2 is coming out. Some of
Yeah.
us are more excited than others.
Oh my god.
I was of the party. I was like, I'm gonna watch it, but I don't. Whatever, that was me. For whatever reason, within that little supercut that they did of the movies coming out, they showed. I don't even think it's a full 3 seconds of Space Jam, but
Yeah.
what they showed, like when I saw it, I was like, yo, damn, I want to see that, and I want to see it really bad. So I'm on the hype train for Space Jam 2.
Hell yeah, baby.
And-
Space Jam is a freaking classic. Space Jam 2 is gonna be another classic.
Hold
Let's
on.
go.
There's potential it could go bad, but I
Yeah.
don't know why I forgot this, but there was a I forgot the name of the movie, but it starred Bill Hader, and it starred what's that stand-up comedian who's not funny and she's not around anymore. Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer. It had her in it too. It was a movie. Was it called Trainwreck? I think it was that. But whatever.
Yes.
LeBron James was in it.
Yes.
And he was actually really charming and really funny in that
I actually
movie.
enjoy that movie.
Yeah, like LeBron was one of my favorite parts about that movie, just because like what he did, and he was playing himself, which is better, which works out because he's playing himself in Space Jam. So I think like he'll be able to carry it relatively well. So I am now excited. I'm on the hype train for Space Jam. So a lot of great movies on HBO Max's side.
Come
this
on
year.
Sam, and welcome to the jam.
You think they'll do like a modern
modern version of that?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Probably, and it's gonna be ass.
No, but probably
Nah.
Juice WRLD is on it, because Juice WRLD still
He can't do that.
somehow he's still putting out music. Somehow,
He can't do that. It's impossible.
No.
John, they could have been recorded this like a while ago. You think they just
Uh-huh.
filmed this movie this year? Like that movie's probably been
It's
in
gonna
production
be
for a while.
Lil
What, they-
Yachty featuring Juice WRLD.
That sounds terrible.
That does sound
But
quite.
you know
Sounds
what?
like a hit.
But you know what? That sounds about right. That's
Sounds
the worst. That's the worst part. Is that sounds like
a
yeah.
banger.
Remember when Tyler the Creator modernized the Grinch?
I actually liked it.
That's ass. I fucking hate that song.
I didn't know that was a thing, nor do I need to know that.
For the new animated
For the
movie,
for the gay Grinch.
he did it.
Huh?
For the what?
For the gay Grinch.
Why?
Have you guys seen it?
No.
He's
Why?
Like, he's really flamboyant and gay in the movie. Like his attitude.
The Benedict Cumberbatch version,
Yeah.
the animated one.
Yes.
You wouldn't say that Jim Carrey was also very flamboyant?
No, the Jim Carrey one was Jim Carrey.
Who
That
is
was-
flamboyant?
very
and-
flamboyant.
Okay, this is different. You know there's a difference. Okay, don't be
There
rude.
isn't.
Yes, there is. So you're telling me Jim Carrey acts gay and flamboyant? all the time?
Flamboyant doesn't mean gay, dude.
Flamboyant
I
don't mean
mean-
gay.
I mean gay.
Well, okay, well,
But you-
flamboyant is different. Flamboyant, like it means to attract attention because of their exuberance, confidence, and stylishness. That's not
See,
gay.
Alex quick went to the definitions.
Yeah, no, because I need to look it up because I'm like, wait, does flamboyant really mean like just
That's not
inertly
no.
gay?
Flamboyant doesn't mean gay.
It's a word that is used to describe gay people.
I was gonna say something. but
I
I'm
was
not gonna
also
say it.
gonna say something, but I stopped myself.
Yeah.
Say it.
Nah, I can't.
No,
I'm not
we're
gonna
not-
say it.
we're
We
trying
can
to-
say it off air.
We're trying to.
Yeah,
put-
I'm trying to clean up my image. I
A,
can't.
we're trying to clean up the image, and B, we're trying to grow this podcast.
Yeah. So when the topic in question is X person is gay or has stereotypically gay mannerisms, I can't do it because I'm gonna sound stupid and ignorant.
But point is,
My point is, I'm not just saying this out of my ass. People have said this. All right, this is like
People
a
say a
thing
lot
on the
of things.
internet.
all right.
So
I'm gonna go on my world famous Google searches. Was the Grinch gay? And I'll tell you right now.
I don't think it matters.
Here's
It doesn't matter.
here's the
It doesn't
headline.
matter.
Here's the first headline from Medium.com.
It just says no.
Reading the Grinch as gay to piss off Dr. Seuss. Now I think based on this headline,
Okay.
reading this headline, Rafa may have a point.
Thank you.
I think it says to piss off Dr. Seuss.
Yeah. So I don't know. Inconclusive. But
To be determined.
I will say the only song like that since we were talking about like remake songs like Rafa brought the Grinch, we're talking about the Space Jam. The one that I absolutely hated was the Ghostbusters remake thing that came out not too long ago with the 2016
with
movie.
Missy Elliott.
I don't know. Was that her?
Yes, with
Ah,
Missy Misdemeanor Elliott.
I love Missy. Why did she do this to me? I didn't even know it was her. But whatever
Yeah.
that was horrible. It was just fucking horrible. And yeah, I hope they don't do that.
She was in that song. She was. In
I'm
the...
pretty sure she was.
Was it her and Did Fall Out Boy do that too?
Yeah.
Or am I tripping?
Yes. It was Fall Out
Okay,
Boy
so
and
then I
Missy
did.
Elliott,
Okay, so I
yeah.
did hear it
That
then.
song
Oh
was
yeah, that song's ass
complete
cheeks.
Garbage.
Yeah, that song's cheeks.
Yeah.
It was quite disgusting. Yep, no, that's what it is. Fall Out Boy,
Yep.
Ghostbusters. Open parentheses. I'm not afraid. Close parentheses featuring Missy Elliott.
Misdemeanor Elliott.
Who let
my
Missy Elliott
God.
do that? Who thought that was okay?
Hey, man,
The
You gotta
Benjamins.
get paid.
Yeah.
You gotta get paid.
Hey, I'm not mad at Missy Elliott for that. Okay, Missy Elliott, get your
mean,
money or whatever. But I'm saying
Missy
like,
Elliott's a legend on the streets. She
but
got,
my thing is
she-
like,
you know,
who is out here listening to Missy Elliott? Like, oh, let's make our new Ghostbusters of this generation with Missy Elliott.
what I was gonna say is that she really has what, like maybe 1, 2 songs that are like legendary.
Yeah.
She gotta get her
Uh,
paper up.
I ain't mad at her. Do your thing.
You mad at Fall Out Boy? You mad at Fall
I
Out Boy?
mean,
They gave you
yeah,
Dance Dance. All right, they gave you Dance
It's
Dance.
their only good song.
No.
What
They-
other good songs
they-
is-
they-
I was about to say, what other good songs Missy Elliott got?
There's a good song.
Who?
Did they do that Arms Race song or was that Green Day? Yeah,
That was Fall Out Boy.
yeah, that's Fall Out Boy. I like that song.
It's alright.
Yeah, Sugar We're Going Down. I like that one too. I think. I legit just looked up the top 10 best Fall Out Boy songs.
Look at that. This is your king.
Uh,
All I know is that when Missy Elliott said, "Bishop Ben Amnush Namdars," I felt that in my soul.
When she flipped it and reversed it for you.
Yeah.
You're flipping
You're
it. Said, oh, same.
I'm like, oh my god, my spirit.
Rafa, the last time you fucking flipped it and reversed it, you died in front of me. So stop doing
Yeah,
that.
I'm mad. Did we not talk about that on the
Shut
podcast?
up.
at all?
No, we
Shout out to
never
Miss
talked. We
Elliott.
weren't. We didn't have the podcast at the time of that happening.
Like,
Shout out to
yo,
Miss
how has
Elliott.
that not been addressed? Yo, okay, because
It's been a long time.
It's been over a year. It's been over a
It's been a
year.
year. It's
Yeah.
been a whole year since I died and came back to life.
right,
Yeah.
but like we never spoke about it on the podcast. Like,
Never. Well,
Never
John,
came
the
up.
podcast started last January or last December. That happened before that.
It never came up. It never came
right. All right, well,
Well, we
Rafa
did talk
died.
about Gloomhaven, and now we're talking
Right,
about Rafa
so-
dying. So now,
well, because I thought like even the Gloomhaven topic would like, oh, it would somehow would bring up the fact that Rafa fucking died because he did.
up. Yeah.
in real life, not
It's
in the
pretty
game.
gnarly.
Yeah,
That was-
I'm like, fuck the time that we had. What about the previous time when this man literally died?
I was hanging out with Mr. Elliott. We had a good time.
Yeah,
Fuck say, "Me,
because
you're
she died too. Like what the
No, I
fuck?
visited her. I visited her.
in hell. Like,
Yeah, well,
No, you stupid son, bitch. My soul left my body, and instead of going to heaven or hell, I just hanged out on earth. I was like, "What's Misdemeanor Elliott up to?" And I went to go hang out with her.
So
Anyway,
you had the
so
chance to
what
go
happened was-
anywhere, and
Yeah.
you went to Missy Elliott's house.
Yeah, and we're having a good time.
How did? Okay, no,
as you do.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. I'm not even entertaining this stupid
Yeah,
ass
she-
conversation.
Anyway,
She
can
had-
you just tell? Can you
she
just
had
tell
a
the story?
I was gonna
had a
ask
room-
questions.
She had a room full of all types of boys, Asian
True.
boys, black boys,
What is
white
happening?
boys.
Stop it! I don't.
She says
stop.
that, doesn't she say that in the song?
Yeah, it's for the song.
That's nice.
That's when she
Stop
goes,
it.
"Dang, ticka, dang, ticka, dang,
Yeah,
ticka,
it's just
dang."
she
yeah.
said really racist shit about the Korean boys.
Yeah,
So
you
we
remember
so we
that?
repeat it here.
Hey.
All right. Look,
Hey,
man,
Misdemeanor.
That's
Elliott
your
said
friend,
it.
Alex. Not, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
you were the
I
one
just
who
think-
literally. Okay,
then-
so here's what I'm gonna
and
do.
I
then-
said I know it.
And then when I walked into the room, she was shaving her coochie, like she says in the song.
She does say that she's gonna shave her chocha. She
I
does say that.
heard the
Does
song.
Y'all ever heard chocha be used again after that? Like,
Well, once
You ever
Missy
just-
Elliott claimed that she shaves hers, no one else can have it. Like that's
it's
that's
like,
hers.
hell no.
That's
It was a
hers.
good time. So just listen to that song, and everything that happens in that song happened when I was hanging out with her.
Rafa shaved his chocha when he died.
Yeah. I
Right.
was like, damn, Misdemeanor, this shit too hairy, and I shaved her chocha.
Anyway, Rafa died.
I died.
You're playing
everybody.
Gloomhaven. Oh, Alex, you take this, man. I can't.
I don't think I want to anymore. I'm done.
Oh, hell
I'm
no.
so done.
Hell no,
no.
that's hilarious.
No,
Hey,
a
man.
couple years back. Well, it was last year around.
It was
whatever.
last year.
But no, it wasn't last year. It was 2019.
No, when
Yes, it was.
Oh, you said 19. Yeah, it's 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So pre all the pandemic and all this stuff, we had a get together here at my place to play Gloomhaven, which is the board game that I was talking about earlier, the tabletop
Yup.
game.
Yup.
And I'm gonna skip over a lot of the details, but there was a point in the night when we were finally gonna start playing. We had it set up, because it's a lot of setup, and we're cracking jokes, and we were asking for the game asks you to name your party, meaning your group, your guild, whatever the group, fucking the people you're playing with. Give it a party name, and
Party, yeah.
Rafa wanted to name the group the Pajama Boys. But what came out of his mouth was the Pachama Boys. And
He thought that was so funny.
he busted out laughing.
You could say he was dying laughing.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
busted out laughing so much that he essentially shut down like a Windows
My brain
95
shut down.
computer
Yeah.
and rebooted.
I was not getting. I wasn't breathing. I was getting air in my brain.
So the way it sounded was he was laughing, and it just like how when people like slow down an audio track to a stop, it was something like that. he said yeah. And the rest of us in the table, like we were all laughing because Pachama Boys is hilarious, and we're all laughing, and we thought Rafa was just playing into it, like just doing a bit, right? But there came a moment where the bit went on for a little too long, and when we looked over at Rafa, that boy had no lights.
That boy did. Let me say.
Like the lights were on, but nobody was home, and the light was fading. And we were like looking at him because he was slowly starting to slump over in his chair with his eyes open, and no air, no breathing, no sound. And we were just like. The laughter immediately stopped. The oxygen was sucked out of the room, and all the eyes were just pointed straight at Rafa. Everybody froze for like a second, just trying to put together the pieces. Like, is he okay? What's going on? Everybody it was like a consensus of the room. Everybody realized, oh, this isn't a joke. This man is not breathing.
Oh, that boy dead.
He's dead. Like that was it. It wasn't anything else. He died. And when everybody started moving, Rafa kind of like sucked air into his into the carcass.
He sucked air. He gasped. It was like literally. It's like watching someone literally getting choked out. And he's like,
and then he comes back and the first thing he said, no, what did he say? I'm high as fuck, boy. Is that the first thing that came out of his mouth? What happened?
Hello?
What happened?
Hello?
Dude, Rafa laughed so
Rafa,
hard.
you
The shit.
died.
Did you hear
I
that?
died again, apparently.
No.
Did you hear
What just
that?
happened?
No.
Dude, I just heard Rafa go, and then the shit just crashed.
No, I asked.
I don't know what happened.
I asked what he said, and everything just stayed quiet.
Dude, I heard Rafa laugh at what you said, like, and then everybody just shut up, and I was like,
Yeah, it got really quiet out of nowhere.
Yeah, I asked what was the first thing he said.
I didn't hear that.
the gods did not. They said,
Hey,
They said,
you
"You
don't want to talk
stop
about
this."
that.
We are
You
okay.
Stop this
So
right now.
this is the last time we share this story because every time we bring it up, something else happens.
Right.
No more of that. But yeah, Rafa died.
Rafa.
Rafa died and came back. That was it.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
just
pretty
some
crazy.
just some sweet, just some light.
Some light.
Yeah, it's and the thing is that I feel like this is something I've always had when even when I was younger, because I remember when I was younger there's certain times where I would be laughing, and like I would not I was laughing really hard that I wouldn't be breathing. Like I'm like that. Like there's been
Yeah.
multiple times where there's multiple times I remember hanging out with you, Alex, and laughing like that.
Oh,
like-
you're funny.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. One of the moments I remember specifically was when we were playing. It was like a basketball game on your 64, and like the characters had like giant heads.
Yeah, that was our
And
hang time.
I just found that so funny. I remember laughing really hard and like laughing like I was laughing that night where I wasn't laughing but not breathing. I guess this time it hit me harder than all the other times, and I shut the fuck down. I turned myself off. It's pretty crazy because, the way you guys explained it to me was completely different. It was like I was laughing and then like and then like literally like it feels like a second passed by, and then like you guys were just staring at me, and I'm like, oh shit, did I fall asleep in front of these guys? Like that's embarrassing. So I was like, oh, I must have fallen asleep. I was just trying to like play it off, like, oh, I must have fallen asleep or something. Sorry guys.
Now, what was the first thing you said? Was it "I'm high as fuck"? Is that what
I was
came out?
also high. I was also high that night too. Yeah.
John,
No,
is that what he said, John, when he came back?
Yeah,
He said,
he
"I'm
fuck,
high as
he
fuck."
looked
boys."
around at all of us and he said, "I'm high as fuck."
I was
like
also
that
pretty
was
high.
gonna somehow be like, oh, okay, well, yeah.
See, I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know what happened. I thought I just fell asleep. You know, I thought I just slowly fell asleep.
I mean, you
Like I
did.
just like,
Well, you
I
did, but like
mean,
forever.
Like the long
like
sleep.
not long sleep. I thought I short sleep. You know, I went to short sleep.
Well, you thought you short slept.
Yeah, no, I was.
the like your face went from pure happiness and joy, just content, then pain, then like shook,
Then carcass.
then cold, and then
Yeah,
sleep. And you looked at us, and then high as fuck. I was like, "What the hell is happening right now?"
it was
Bro, but
crazy.
it was
crazy.
that was to this day one of the
Screw.
scariest moments that I've ever been a part
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
Like,
I'm pretty sure. I looked it up. I don't know if I told you guys, but I looked up like what happened, and apparently, if it's what I believe it is, it's something that not a lot of people have.
look at you being rare.
Look at
I
you.
know,
You're like a
right?
shiny person.
I'm glad I have that.
Yeah, but
where
it, like, yeah, that sucks when you get like something like rare, but it's like something shitty. Like, oh great, I got out of all the things, I got that.
I can laugh to death. That's great.
You
So like, is this a standard thing? Like you just stuck with that?
I'm telling you, since I was a kid, I've this that always. Let's see. Okay, let me
That's
explain
normal to
things to
you,
you
I guess.
guys. Let me explain to you guys. When I was younger, when I was a kid or whatever, when I was a teenager or whatever, and now would start laughing and laugh like really hard to something. At a certain point while I'm laughing, my mind's telling me, like, hey, dude, you need to breathe. Like you're not breathing right now. So then I have to like focus and relax myself from not laughing, so I can start breathing again.
Jesus.
But this time, my
Shit
mind
was
didn't
just
say.
too funny.
It was, yeah, my brain didn't say, "Hey, bro, you're not breathing. You need to chill out so you can breathe," and then I shut down. So that's what happened.
but can you walk and chew gum at the same time?
That's dangerous.
Yes,
How can you do that but not breathe? All right, man, got a problem with you.
You can't breathe and laugh at the same time.
Right.
my dude, it's just I guess my brain is wired all stupid. I don't know.
Have you ever gone to a doctor for that? Like,
It never. The thing is, that it's
if you say it never came up,
it never happened to the point like with that where I was like, hey, this could be a problem. I never thought about it. Like I just never thought about it.
you
I'm
never
just
thought about it as a
no, I
problem.
didn't. I
You're
never.
just out here, just living your life, passing out when things are funny.
Well, John, he
like,
said
that's
that was the
okay.
first time it happened like that.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not like he's like every time he chuckles, he dies and comes
He's
back.
just like,
Yeah,
damn,
all the
I gotta
other
get that
times-
under check. Damn, gotta remember to breathe.
like all the other times, I was like, damn, I was really laughing that hard. Like I never thought about like, hey, maybe there is something wrong with my brain where like I might pass myself out if I laugh too hard. You know, I've never thought about it like that until that day. And now I think about sad things every day, so I won't laugh.
No, I'm glad you're getting your life together.
Yeah, no, right?
You gotta have a depressing ass life so you can live.
Yeah.
So I can live, yeah.
So you can, hey, it's life, ain't it?
Yeah,
It's life, baby.
but is it?
That's life. That's life.
kinda-
Go ahead.
I kind of blame it. I feel like, sorry, this is the last thing I'll say about it. I kind of blame, well, it's my fault, but I kind of blame myself for getting high because that kind of put me out of that, like, out of clear mind state where maybe I would have been able to be like, yeah, you man, chill out. You know, you need to breathe.
True.
You know, so
True. Maybe if you weren't,
if I was sober,
under
like,
the influence,
yeah,
maybe you
That
would
is
have the
fucking
conscience
hilarious.
to be like,
To
"Hey,
breathe?
man, you should breathe."
yeah. Stop laughing and breathe. Pajama boys or whatever the
It's
fuck
like,
I
bro, it's
said.
not that funny. It's not that funny.
Yeah,
So
right.
when we loaded up Gloomhaven again, we were going to
yeah.
we kept the name Pajama Boys in honor of you because now you're in the lore, like you're dead.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
a part
I'm
of
de-
Gloomhaven lore.
You guys are doing the the quest in my honor.
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
name.
Essentially,
So
I
we
like,
love
are.
it. I love
so
it.
I
Thank you so
literally
much.
like I told you Paul's never heard the story. Like he didn't know.
Somehow Paul never heard the story. I don't know how that's a
Yeah,
thing.
I don't
Which
know.
I was like, I don't know how you never heard it. Like we talk about it all the time.
Like this was discussed. I think this was discussed in the chat before he left the chat.
Yeah, like it's been brought up numerous times. But like so he was genuinely shocked and scared when we told him.
He was terrified.
He was concerned for you.
Yeah,
It's funny.
Like and we were trying to tell him like no, like he's good now, but he was scared. Like it looked like he did not want to play
Yeah,
after he heard that.
because what I told him was, I'm like, yo, so this game is like Jumanji. The fourth player, the fourth player may not live past it. You might get, you might see what Rafa saw. And then he's like, what? And that's when we told him the story. So
Yeah, and like the whole time we were telling him, like, I'm like, wait, Paul, you never heard the story? He's like, no. And then I was like, wait, are you serious? Like Rafa really did like this happen, and we were like slowly telling him, and his face was like fear and confusion, and like it just didn't make any sense. Like a lot.
yeah, he thought it was a
Uh,
joke, like we were talking in game.
okay. Well, I'm glad that he was so concerned that he didn't even say anything to me this past weekend.
Wait.
Thanks, Paul.
Well, he just this happened yesterday.
What was he gonna do? Like,
Okay.
yeah,
I don't know. I'm just fucking around.
but
Sorry, I'm just talking
like
smack to Paul.
I was telling, like he looked scared, like genuinely scared, and we told him like, I don't want to scare you or anything, like. But the last person, like this game has as of this point has 100% chance of killing somebody because we've only played it that one time.
That was,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, so it's literally like the ratio is 1-0. Like it ain't die yet. So like he didn't even want to touch your character. He
Yeah.
picked a whole different character.
Yeah, I know.
Wee.
And then I'm like, once we named, we continued with the quest of the Pajama Boys, and we
We were like,
let's
yeah,
pick up his character card to see what the name was,
and let's honor it.
and
yeah.
let's honor it. John, what the fuck was the name?
It
I had some dumbass names.
it
I
was
remember
like-
that.
Monte, like
Yeah, it was like something
Like-
Walter Monte or something
like Demarion Monte, or
it
like
was something that made no fucking sense.
it was like it was like Curtis Monte or something. Like it
That
was
a
some.
really stupid.
It was a
name.
random name. Like
Yeah.
like it had nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah,
Fucking-
yeah.
That shit, I laughed really hard because I was like trying to be in character. I was like, dude, like we will go on this journey for. I opened your fucking envelope. I looked at your player sheet. Demarion Monte.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what the fuck is this?
I remember that. I gave myself a really like dumb name.
Like a jackass name. That was
I-
hilarious.
That's the one thing that I really love about like these like Dungeons and Dragon type games. I know like we tried in the past like to play them or whatever, and
by
it
the
never
way,
really works.
Paul said
Uh-huh.
he still wants to do it. I'm still down to do it. So if we did really
Uh-huh.
want to do that podcast, or just play it,
Oh,
I'm
the
super down.
the D&D podcast.
The D&D, yeah, because I like
I'm super down.
not to cut you off, but even though I already did half the like Gloomhaven, like all that, like just reignited that spark that I had to play those type of games, like the role playings, dude.
Yeah.
And then the one time that we did play it that no one ever heard was so fun.
It was a fun time. Yeah.
But now that
Just
we're a little
living.
older, more like not that age has anything to do with it, but I would say more
No, it
willing to learn and take the game mechanics more seriously, not the characters, but the game mechanics. I think we can make something really fucking funny.
Right, and what the point I was gonna make is just that I don't know if I could sit there for 6 hours trying to figure out how the game works. Like
I
how
was
you
gonna
guys
say
are
that,
doing.
yeah.
But I love when you have to create the characters because we always get silly with it.
Well,
It's just that's always the thing that I really enjoy.
Well, setting up D&D, it's again, it only took 6 hours because we were fucking around and just catching up and all this other stuff. Like while we were doing it. So D&D is a little different. You just read the book. Like obviously there's more to it than that, but essentially you just read the fucking book. It's not like a 65 board games and all these things you have to build the set. It's not anything like that. So I mean D&D would be a little cleaner for an audio podcast or something. I think that'd be cool.
Also, yeah, that learning thing kind of turns you off to the whole experience because we already said like we tried that shit, but like we were trying to play it and learn it at the same time.
Yeah.
And you really don't, if you know nothing, like if you go in there with zero experience, it's daunting.
Right.
So going from 0 to trying to play this game, chances are you're not gonna play it that day, which we never did.
Yeah.
So like now that we know how Gloomhaven works, and it's actually not that
Yeah, it's
hard,
not that hard.
but these games are so dense. Like any like Dungeons and Dragons or Gloomhaven, like Warhammer, they're all super dense where like the learning curve can be kind of intimidating. Not that it's
Right.
hard, it's just intimidating. Like there's just so much.
There's just so much you have to learn.
Yeah,
Like,
and
once-
you feel like, can I get all that? Like how does one remember all that? Like there's a lot of shit, but it's not that hard. So I feel like now that we, like at least me and Alex kind of have a gist of what's going on, it'll be easier for us to teach you how to do it,
Uh-huh.
and two, we'll be able to actually get closer to doing what we want to do, which is like fuck around but play the game correct.
Right. Let's,
So like I'm really excited.
before we start, make sure to get some life insurance under my name.
Right,
Man, get your own life insurance. Put me
Oh,
on
fuck.
it.
right. Well, let me have your Xbox.
Okay.
So
Why?
actually, wait. No,
I'm gonna give you guys my final will before we start.
thanks.
Awesome.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Can't wait to have your TV. Oh no, you got a really good computer. I can't wait to have your computer.
Who says he's
You know,
gonna put you on that?
You can have your old TV back.
No, I just gave it away.
You can
I
have your
just
old
gave
TV
it.
back.
I
Yeah.
think when Rafa passes, I'll be like, damn it, I gotta get this TV
It's
back.
like, man,
Yeah.
I can never get rid of this
Like,
TV.
how about you? You want this TV?
Alex, I'm gonna
Serious?
give you my Xbox that doesn't read dick.
Doesn't read dick, Alex.
You lagged. It just
said-
sounded like read dick.
He said the Xbox that doesn't read dick.
Well, yeah, it doesn't. It can't read shit. So
To
it
be
works.
fair, no Xboxes read dick, Alex. So if you
Yeah.
were looking for that
Yeah,
experience,
but,
you just
but apparently his did at one point or another, and now
Yeah.
it
It did,
doesn't.
yeah.
That's
man.
funny. But
And then
Okay.
I want you guys to take the rest of my stuff and burn it. I don't want nobody to have it.
that's selfish. I can't even have the PC, you bitch.
great.
No.
You gonna burn that? You just
Burn
bought it.
everything. I
But
want
like,
you guys burn everything.
but in the apartment, like, don't take it out. Like, we have to just start a fire
Yeah.
in the apartment.
Start a fire in the
Just
apartment,
start a fire in his room.
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
else.
Just tell everybody else like, hey, don't go in there. Like
No, we just tell them like Rafa passed, and then they'll be like,
this
oh,
is Rafa, this
okay.
is Rafa's last. Rafa asked for this. Okay, so
Yeah.
Start a fire.
let's be respectful. Let's be respectful.
But man, speaking of people dying, Mortal Kombat got the set photos. The first ever look of the Mortal Kombat movie that's coming out in like 3 months that got finally revealed. And since this was a Mortal Kombat Fast and Furious podcast back in the
Yeah,
day,
that's how we started.
I am very, very, very excited, and I was
Dude.
very happy with the way that those still images came out, man. Like,
They's looking really good.
now we've obviously been following the movie. Well, me and John. I'm not speaking for Rafa, but
No.
we've been following the movie since before the pictures and all this good stuff. Since it was a rumor, and I was happy with the casting prior to seeing how they would look in the actual, in the actual outfits and stuff like that. But once I saw them, like, in the actual costumes and all that, dude, mega happy, super happy with all the castings. Some plot details came out alongside of it because they had a spread on, I think, Entertainment, the magazine.
I think so.
Yeah, whatever.
was
They
Entertainment.
had one of those fucking magazines, and
Magazine.
yeah, and so some plot details came out, and apparently one of the casting is a new character. Now, this is the point where I kind of had a little bit of not apprehension, but I'm a little worried now. Not a lot, a little bit, because it looks like that new character, from the way I gathered it, was that we're gonna follow the Mortal Kombat story through his eyes. And this character isn't a character in the game; it's a brand new character for the movie. And immediately I thought Resident Evil, because the protagonist of
Right.
Resident Evil, Alice, is not a character that's canon to the game. She's a whole new thing, and she ended up taking over the franchise. And Resident Evil, we all know what happened with that. So a little concerned, but not that bad, because video game movies and the way entertainment movies based on like comics and games, the landscape is different now. So I am hoping that they do it well.
Like do it justice.
Yeah. For example, I was talking to John And
That's me.
normally that's you. And normally when they do stuff like that, take liberties with the properties, I get a little upset. But then I really thought about it. I'm like, do I really just want to see the fucking game on screen again? Like, I don't want to do that. The games did it 2-3 times themselves. I don't want to just see the story again.
Well, also you have to also understand it's like, yes, it was done before, but this is one for a whole new generation of people who probably haven't seen the '90s version.
No, I wasn't even
That's
talking
one.
about the movies. The games themselves, like this generation
Right.
just
Also,
retouched it, and
right,
the
but
anime
also
just came out.
yes, but again, again that's also giving this new story to a new medium. Like there's people who are probably familiar with Mortal Kombat but never played the games or anything like that. And now they'll know the story, or they'll be like, "Oh, hey, there's an actual story to this gory ass fighting game." You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a double-edged sword of like kind of like recasting or like rebooting a franchise. It's like I'm tired of hearing like the jokes they kept making about like, oh, Uncle Ben's got to die again, or like Batman's parents got to die again, or some shit like that. But it's like this, they kind of have to establish it for the people who never seen it, or establish like this is a new thing, which it's a double-edged sword in its own right. But it does mean that we get a new version of X thing. So like I'm not, I don't really care if they do the fucking MK1 story again. Not really. It just looks dope as shit, man. Like it looks really good. Just off of the set photos, it looks really really cool. The new character, I'm like, based on his plot description and everything, I'm just like, this character's just fucking Johnny Cage without
He was Johnny Cage.
the name Johnny Cage.
No, hold on. But what I was trying to say was, I'm happy that they decided to take liberties with it and put a new character in there. Is what I was getting at, because it'll
Oh.
show if you can do something different. What I was trying to say was, I don't want to see the same shit over and over again. Like, yes, I'm 1000% there with you. Yes, new audience, show it
Yeah,
to new
listen.
people, brand new movie. I agree, but it's also for the fans. First and foremost, it's for the fans, right? Of Mortal Kombat. That's who you appeal when you make a video game movie. You want those people to watch the movie and then catch new people. So like I said, I'm excited for the new character. This just means that we're gonna get potentially new stuff. So even people who are longtime fans of the franchises, grew up with it, and know all the stories, are gonna get to experience some twists and turns that haven't happened in the game. So that
Right.
so as for that excites me now, because I'm like, oh, cool, it's a new story within the world that I love. So let's go for it. That's number one. And number two, you can almost bet that character is gonna end up in Mortal Kombat 11. So as DLC.
Of course.
So I
of
hope
course
he's
he's
cool.
DLC character.
Yeah. So win-win both ways, and I'm excited for it. And the way the cast looks, like, so I'm very happy with all of them. Every single
Yeah.
person, I'm very happy with. Most
super
excited for
excited.
fucking Sub-Zero and Scorpion, because I love both of those actors.
Yup.
And the fact that they got casted as Sub-Zero and Scorpion, I'm just fucking hyped for. But yeah, man, excited. There was a rumor that a trailer was gonna drop this weekend,
I
and
hope it's true. It needs to
it
fucking
hasn't.
come out. I want to see it.
It hasn't yet. I'm
It's still
clamoring for
Sunday.
it.
Maybe on MLK. Oh well, today maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, who
As
knows?
of filming this, nothing of yet. But
But-
who knows?
And then that. But now, see, we're normally when a movie's coming out in 2-3 months,
Yeah.
you would have seen something by now.
Right.
Like even with Godzilla, like we're just starting to see stuff, and that movie comes out in March.
Yeah.
Are we, normally I would be worried,
Right.
because why aren't you showing anything? Like, you want to don't you
Well-
want people to see this movie? Fucking promote it.
Studios tend to do that when they're not fully backing a movie. When they're not, either they're not backing the movie that strong with marketing, or they actually don't believe in the product. They
Yeah.
tend to kind of just push it out and not let people know about that what's coming out. Like, hey, this is the movie that we got coming out. They tend to keep really quiet about stuff like that. They barely market the movies they want nobody to see. So maybe, I mean, the screenshots look really cool. I'm not the biggest fan of Mortal Kombat like you guys, And I wouldn't mind if they retold the MK story from the first game, because it's been so long since we had a Mortal Kombat like official movie. And
Right.
the last one was that Chung Li one that was complete dog shit.
I'm not playing with you.
Oh,
I'm not playing with you.
boy.
Stop
It was.
No,
It was.
no, I'm not playing with you.
boy.
You know what you're doing.
It was.
John,
Rafa,
don't feed it. Don't feed the
Rafa,
troll.
sit down.
Don't do it. Don't feed the
No,
troll.
he's genuine.
No,
he's
not.
genuine.
No, he's
yes,
not.
he is.
No, he's not. He's not genuine.
Alex, he's not laughing. He's not laughing.
John,
He's being for real.
You are being got right now, and I'm watching it happen, and I'm trying to stop it.
Rafa, you're my partner. You playing with me right now?
Chung Li is DLC to Mortal Kombat.
See, John?
He's playing.
See, John?
Oh,
I told you he's
you were
playing.
my friend.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I told you. I tried
I
to
thought
say
he
it.
was serious.
I-
I was like, oh hell no, this man.
You know, you guys were talking about Mortal Kombat for so long, and I felt so out of place.
So
I
you brought a
felt-
Street Fighter?
So I felt like you guys weren't paying attention to me, so I felt like I had to throw some bullshit in there. I apologize.
I like how these guys aren't listening to me. So you just threw a wrench in your own shit.
Right. Like, are you paying attention to me
Pop
now?
quiz, are you listening to me? And then there's dragons and aliens.
Yeah.
Oh, there are.
Um,
There are.
No, but it was. I think the last more common, like for real, the last more common thing wasn't that like that fan made one on the internet?
No, it was Scorpion's Revenge.
They made like an animated movie about it.
Oh, they did. Okay, I didn't know that.
It came out this year, 2020.
Was it good? Did you guys see that?
I liked it.
It
liked it a
was
lot.
decent. It was pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about like live action. You know.
Right.
Live action was the Mortal
Was
Kombat
that-
Legacy was the last thing.
Right,
It
that's
wasn't
what
fan.
I'm talking about.
No, it wasn't fan.
Oh, it was not fan made.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
I thought that was fan made.
No, it was.
It was on like
it came
IGN
from,
or Machinima.
Yeah, it came from Mortal Kombat Rebirth, which was a fan project,
Okay.
and where they retold the story like in a future, with like very different, like very gritty, neo dystopian future with the Mortal Kombat characters, and that spawned into Mortal Kombat Legacy, which was the live action
Okay.
series that I think Machinima had.
Was
That
that
never took
good?
off.
I remember it looked kind of cool, but I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I liked
was
it.
That great.
I liked
It
it.
was okay.
It was. It
I
was.
liked it a lot,
it
but
was
they
just,
didn't go anywhere with it.
Yeah, they were essentially gonna do a second season or continue the story, but I guess this movie happened instead, so they kind of ixnayed that project. But
Which I mean, I'm total.
Okay.
That's like the best thing that could happen.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean, like I said, the screenshots look really good. I mean, other than that, was it the Mortal Kombat Armageddon, right? And then the
Annihilation was like. the
I'm
last-
sorry,
yeah.
Annihilation.
And that movie was dog shit. Like
And
horrible.
yeah, that's hated. The first Mortal Kombat wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I
the,
liked it.
the original one. So like, I don't care if they reboot the whole thing. Like it's been so long since we had a good, at least decent Mortal Kombat movie. You know.
just
Yeah.
a decent gaming movie in general.
I mean, Sonic was
yeah,
good.
Sonic was good.
Sonic was good. I feel like something else came out recently. That was
Well, Monster Hunter came out, but I ain't see it, so I
No.
don't know.
Monster Hunter. I didn't see that either. But
Oh, although I do want to find it and just be like on this podcast, like it isn't or it
people
is.
say it's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Just turn it on. You find it. Oh, it's not good.
It's like,
That's your
I
review?
saw I saw the movie. Y'all right?
Nah,
But-
God. Okay, go
My
ahead.
main point is that they should cancel Mortal Kombat and make a Street Fighter movie, baby.
So the thing about
Yeah,
Street
I wouldn't be
Fighter,
against a Street Fighter movie.
the thing about Street Fighter is that property does not translate well to film. Like they've tried. That was the Chung Li
Yes, they
movie.
did try.
You
That
know,
movie was that movie sucked.
Yeah, and then the original Street
movie
Fighter
was bad.
movie also was shit. Like with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like
Oh yeah, that
like
was a movie.
that property, because that game, it's a fighting game, right? And there is a story.
But what's the difference? What's the difference between Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter?
Mortal Kombat is more story heavy. Street Fighter was always about the fighting itself.
Yeah.
Like
Also, I
and then
think,
I'm talking about obviously Mortal Kombat, like the 9 and up. They were always, the fighting always has something to do with a story. But from 9 and up, it got more cinematic. Like those are the games where you saw a
True,
single player
true.
story
Okay,
for real,
you're right,
in a
you're
fighter. Street Fighter's always been, oh, let's fight. Here's a tournament, and sure, characters have their own little backstories and an ending, but I never felt like it had a story that was substantial. Like,
They
throughout
took that the Injustice route.
well, no,
Mortal Kombat.
Injustice took the Mortal Kombat route, is what happened. Mortal Kombat did it first.
Which one came out?
It was
Mortal Kombat?
so when single player stories like that in fighting started in Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. So they started at the same time.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
And then Mortal Kombat
right.
9 came out, pushed it forward. Like you had cutscenes and all that good stuff that translated to the fights. Then Injustice. Then they kept going back and forth.
Right.
So yeah, that's why I feel like Mortal Kombat translates a little better to cinema, just because they already have essentially a movie, with cutscenes and actual dialogue and actual story that takes place, and you can kind of see it better. Than Street Fighter,
Right.
I'm not too familiar with whatever the Street Fighter story is now. If it is, I always thought they were just more so, literally about the fighting mechanics, and let's just throw some bullshit around.
Capcom is still releasing Mortal Kombat 5 Ultimate 10 whatever edition.
Street Fighter,
What did I say?
Mortal Kombat.
We say Mortal
Oh.
Kombat.
I mean, Street
You know,
Fighter.
also I think the reason why Mortal Kombat can work in as a movie and Street Fighter cannot, other than the fact that narratively, Mortal Kombat and NetherRealm Studios are doing things that has never been done before in gaming. I mean, in like fighting games,
The
like
fighting.
you already said that you said it, Alex. Like they're more cinematic, they're more story driven, so it does lend itself more to a movie. But also the fact that their aesthetics are different. Like Mortal Kombat started off with human sprites, so like you've always kind of attend like I guess you kind of just correlated people with Mortal Kombat because that was kind of like the shock value of it is like these are like actual people because it was sprites of actual people murdering each other. And fucking Street Fighter is like it went like the anime route, which I think they should do that. Like if they're gonna make a movie or make it a fucking anime series for Street Fighter,
I mean,
I think
they
it would.
have
I think it
before.
would. But I mean, like, do it again, just because I want to see it again.
Yeah, there's
Like
a
a
bunch
reboot?
of Street
Like with
Fighter
the
anime movies.
like reboot it with like the people who made One Punch Man and like fucking My Hero. Or if they're the same people or not, I don't fucking
They're
remember.
not, but it's okay. I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think like a hyper like like those hyper stylized fucking like fight anime studios or whatever. I think it would lend itself great to that. And I think it would be like loved way more than any fucking live action movie if they took it that route. Like I'm getting erecto mode just thinking about it.
All right.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
You understand? You get it? Yeah, you got it here, baby.
We can stop right
Th-
there,
those are my-
criminal
those are-
scum.
Why can't you let me get horny out?
Okay.
Oh, boy.
So I'm just gonna move past Mortal Kombat. Cool, that's nice coming out. Now let's talk about
I'm
some
excited.
video games. God damn it!
It's not what we've been talking about.
It's the-
video game, stupid ass.
No, but the movie we're talking about the movie. Now we're talking about video games. Damn it! And we have quite a bit of video game news. Not actually too much, but a little bit.
Some big news though.
Some
It's not
big news. So for the uninformed, for a bit now, EA has had the rights to Star Wars games, meaning only EA can make Star Wars games, which is why you've been
Yes.
getting that ass fest of games. No, it hasn't been that bad, but that's why you've been getting those Star Wars games that you've been getting.
They all look the same.
Yeah, except for
because it's all under the same engine, I believe.
Battlefront.
I
yeah,
might be wrong.
Well,
Is not the Frostbite
Battle-
engine? Isn't
I
that a?
think so, but I don't. Was Fallen Order on the Frostbite engine?
I think that I don't know.
Oh, that never mind.
No, because that was Respawn, so that might have been a different engine.
But
Oh no, it could have been Frostbite.
But anyway, not to say that they respawn. I'm looking it up, but not to say no. That was Unreal. They were on Unreal Engine 4. But not to say that EA has done like the worst job with the Star Wars license. They've put out some good games. Battlefront 2 turned into a good game. It's not. It didn't come out that way, but now it is.
Right.
Jedi Fallen Order is one of the better Star Wars games
One
ever.
of the best games.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah,
the
it's
year.
fantastic.
Such a great game.
Fucking fantastic.
Rogue Squadron can go to hell.
This shit looks so disorienting when you guys were playing it. I was
Yeah.
like, no, I'm good. I'm good not playing this game.
Dude, I was playing it. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that shit looked too much.
I was getting I don't really get dizzy off of games like that, but damn, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. That shit was wild. Yeah, you don't need to play that. If it
So,
was free, sure, but nah.
I looked it up, and they've made. It looks like they had Squadrons, Fallen Order, Battlefront 1 and 2, Galaxy of Heroes, and The Old Republic, which I think both of them are mobile games.
Huge.
So they ain't really done shit with with the Star Wars franchise. But the fact that that contract is over opened up the floodgates to other developers to make Star Wars games, and man, oh man, Ubisoft is confirmed to be
You mean
working.
publishers? You mean publishers, don't you?
No, developers too.
Because the EA is the publisher, but they had other studios working on those games.
Their
That's why
studios.
that's why
But
Respawn.
well, it was
Respawn.
EA's. It's EA's
Yeah, it's
studios.
EA Studios.
Oh, okay. Never
Like
mind, never mind.
Respawn is an EA
I
studio.
did not know that was an EA studio. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, Respawn is under EA.
Like Titanfall is EA. They
yeah.
made Titanfall.
Which is why it's
Right.
on the EA Play and all that good stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So, but now that EA is gone, not gone, but they lost the rights to Star Wars. Anybody can open up and do it. And Ubisoft themselves is confirmed that they're working on a open world Star Wars game.
Oh shit!
And
Yes,
Far
sir.
Cry Battlefront, baby.
I guess also that.
Assassin's
Far-
Creed.
Far Cry Jedi, baby.
Jedi Fallen Minecraft. I don't know.
Ooh.
Ooh,
But
actually?
and Lucasfilm's games is back.
They're gonna
Yeah.
They're gonna make that. They're gonna make a part 2 to that Dance Central Star Wars edition.
Ooh, I'm riding solo. I'm
Yeah.
riding solo.
I'm Han Solo.
Oh, there's I'm Han
I'm
Solo.
Han Solo.
Ooh. And then Palpatine's like brushing off, like, hey, ain't got a care in the world.
Yeah. Like, but it's not gonna be on
Yeah.
Dance Central because I don't think that's Ubisoft. It's gonna be on that what's their dance game?
Just
they have?
Dance?
Just Dance. Just Dance Star Wars edition.
The worst part is like that's probably a thing.
Let's go.
Cause man, oh hell no. Please, I love this franchise. Oh, but Machine Games is also making an Indiana Jones game. And Machine Games is the people who made the new Wolfenstein games.
Yeah.
So-
Cool.
So
whip
Lucasfilm's
people.
games is getting wild out here.
Now, whoosh.
Dude, be like, dun, 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 whoosh,
I am-
Nazis.
I am.
Yeah.
I'll say right now at this point, I'm more excited for the Indiana Jones game than I am the open world Star Wars game.
Yeah,
Just-
I agree.
Just
I agree.
because I've all I've been playing for the last like year and a half have been open world fucking games. Assassin's Creed and now Cyberpunk. So I'm more excited for a like machine game style game at this point. But that's just me because that's what I've been playing.
For
Mine's more so
me,
because it's Indiana Jones.
Also
yeah,
that.
I was gonna say that. I don't really care if it's open world or not. For me, it's just like there's been so much Star Wars already out here.
Right.
Battlefront 2, and all these other games, Fallen Order, or whatever. When hasn't been an Indiana Jones game?
The Lego games.
Lego games, and then they had one in the original Xbox, I think. Was
yeah,
the last one?
That's like a bajillion years ago.
Right. A bajillion.
Yeah, so give me a Indiana Jones with that hat physics that Eloy Nor had, where his hat falls off, so you can pick it up and you can whip people.
That's all
Like
you
the
want.
hat?
That's where the bar is for you.
Yeah. I want those hat physics that Eloy Nor had in Indiana Jones.
Didn't the Red Dead hat figure wasn't the
Red Dead. Oh
hat-
yeah, Red Dead. Yeah, Red Dead 2 had it too. Yeah, never mind. Let me cross that out.
It's not hard to
Red-
just make a hat
Red
fall off
Dead-
someone's head.
Red Dead 2, and then you can pick it up.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
the thing about Indiana Jones is he does fix his fucking hat. So that's a thing. That's part of the character. You got to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like you're running, and then you slide under a door that's closing, like in the movie.
Yup, and you got to
And
get
your
your
hat
hat.
falls off. You have to press RB to pick up your hat.
Or you
That'd be
failed a
crazy, it's
fucking mission.
fail- Yeah, I was just saying. Imagine it's mission failed if you if you show up without the fucking hat. It's like, oh, where's your hat? Indy don't walk around bald head ass.
And it's like like in GTA.
Yup.
It says,
It
wasted.
zooms in on the
Yeah.
hat like
Hatless.
Yeah,
it
like,
says wasted on the hat and it zooms in like
Wasted.
all
It's
epic.
like, oh, my hat.
Yeah, it's wasted.
But yeah, man, EA, get the fuck up out of here. Next up is Madden. The NFL needs to get Madden the fuck away from EA.
That's what people are saying, yeah.
Because damn,
But they still have the licensing for it,
till
right?
2026, I think they got the NFL rights. I think.
Damn.
Let me see. Hold on. EA. I'm gonna go to the greatest. I'm gonna go to my world famous Google searches.
Oh, here
EA.
we are. World famous. Known throughout all the lands.
Only I can Google the way I do.
That is true.
They
Oh,
just
who
fucking.
do you better you?
They just renewed that contract last year. Hold on. I'll tell you how long.
That's bold of
Multi-year.
them.
God damn it.
Many a year.
Yeah, 2026.
Damn it.
Yeah, for 2026.
I mean, the thing is like the Madden games, they make money every year because people still buy them. You know, NFL and EA have that partnership, and then I'm pretty sure EA's paying a lot of money to keep that licensing. So
Well, yeah, I mean they have a monopoly on the NFL games. No one else can make it. So if you want
yeah.
an NFL game, you have to play that one.
Like, doesn't EA have a monopoly on all those sports games?
So you can
Not all
like
of them.
no, they don't. 2K isn't EA, and NBA 2K is not.
They have NBA Live with nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
about.
Oh, you're right. I for some reason I thought NBA was on their EA.
No,
No.
and then soccer they got FIFA, but they also got Evolution, soccer or whatever PES,
Yeah.
and
They got PGA.
and I think as of late, I think PES has been better. Like FIFA has been
Yeah,
copy
okay.
and paste.
Right.
Yeah, they've been. I think like their last two have just been straight disrespectful.
Pro Evolution Soccer is the name of it, of the other one, and yeah, like
and even the UFC games are like, eh.
Yeah.
yeah, like EA just they make one good engine, and then they just fucking copy paste it every year.
They're great at making like their games are beautiful. That's like no one ain't like nobody arguing that, but it's just like yeah, it's like their games they don't innovate. They kind of set the standard and they don't move past it,
Right.
which is these fans they ain't taking that shit no more. Which I mean good because we're like holding people accountable for their shit. But it's like yeah, it's bad for EA because now they lost the rights to like one of the most lucrative, if not the most lucrative property because of their copy and paste formula.
I am so happy, like, because EA has been sitting comfortably fucking shit up for a while now. I would say like all of last gen, and
Yeah.
EA used to be the good guys. Like they used to be fucking great. Like back in the PlayStation 2
When?
era, NBA Street was EA, Rafa. Like there was an era when EA was doing dope shit
You
before.
remember they had EA Sports?
Yeah.
EA
I
Sports
remember
Brrr.
that. I know. I remember that.
Like
but
they used to be dope, and
Yeah, it was them.
I mean whether or not like, god damn, you said that and I forgot what I was gonna say. But my
Well,
thing
me, EA
is
Sports big.
I hope that they kind of take this as a obviously our way of doing business is no longer working. We milked the industry for a while now, but let's start to turn shit around and let's start switching things up, and that could be fucking amazing for EA. They could start making better games again. And also they had Dead Space. That was them for a bit, right?
Yeah, and they fucked that up too.
and they fucked it up.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they didn't always. They eventually, they fucked it up. So what I'm hoping is that they start losing contracts and they're forced to change because the developers that they have are great developers. There's
Right.
nothing wrong with them. It's just when the corporates step in, let's shit on it. Like Titanfall. Titanfall was a great IP. Titanfall 2 was even better, but corporate fucked it up with when they released it and just not promoting it. Like Titanfall 2 is a superior game to Titanfall 1. No one fucking played it.
Titanfall's a superior game to Battlefield, but they decided to push Battlefield 1 instead of Titanfall 2.
Yeah. So my thing is, I truly hope that they get fucked and allow these
I
developers.
truly hope.
No, because that's the only way you change. When your
No,
money's
I
fucked.
just love the. I just love that. It's like I truly hope they get fucked.
Right.
Because and then they can change and stop making fucking copy paste games because they're like, oh, our money's fucked. This
No.
isn't working. Let's do it.
It's like you mean not satisfying your fan base can mean something bad? Like yeah. Like I don't like that it's happening to, or not that I don't like. I'm sad that it's happening to CD Projekt Red, but it's like it's a lesson to everybody else. Like even the developers that we just hold to the highest of standards can get the work too. Like y'all need to step it up because you saw that they just ate CD Projekt Red's ass for what they did with Cyberpunk. It's like all of y'all need to step it up.
See, I'm actually happy it happened to them. Like because
That's what I'm saying.
no,
It's like
because
I'm
they
sad
can
that it
take
happened to them because
no.
I love their work.
What I'm saying, I'm happy
but
it happened to them. They needed to get checked anyway.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Okay.
I do like their games, but it's necessary for that to happen because like even the best even the ones that we think can't fuck up will fuck up, and we need to hold them accountable as well. So it's like that should scare that we came down so hard on Cyberpunk, that that should scare the other people who just on a regular basis fuck up. Like EA, it's like that just scares. Like if CD Projekt Red got the work that it did and they make fantastic games, you should be scared.
I don't know,
So like,
dude. Cyberpunk looked hella broken.
That's what
well,
he's saying. That's what he's saying.
that's what I'm saying.
He's saying
that's
that-
what I'm saying.
He's saying that he's happy that
I'm saying
that
a
they
company
put a
like them
broken-ass
who
game.
make and it's not like it's okay. That's whatever. Like it's CD Projekt
Right.
Red, they'll
Okay.
fix
Right.
it.
Right. Like they
I'm
didn't
saying
get a free pass.
exactly that it's
Right, right.
because that they're held to such a high standard that they're getting the flack that they're getting. And it's like that should scare the people who fuck up on a regular basis, because even those developers that we hold to a high standard, they're getting like a historic amount of work for fucking up. So it's like this should scare those who do cut and paste formulas, because it's like you're definitely not safe.
Yeah, no, I'm happy it happened to them too, because CD Projekt Red can take it. They're one of the
that's
better, like they're one of the most loved up until this year developers ever. Like they didn't miss. If this happened to a smaller studio, that would have been the end of that fucking studio.
Yeah.
So I'm happy it happened to them, and yeah, you're right. It should, but it's fucking EA. But it should kind of be like, hey, we can't just fuck around anymore.
Well, even EA is kind of coming back with some shit too. No, like they've been getting better with their games, and like they fixed Battlefront after they got ate out for that. So I mean, like they are willing to change when they see that their money's fucking up. So that's good.
Yeah, I'm happy that so there was a period in the gaming industry right when EA was doing their thing was when we were quiet, like as gamers, like we just whatever. We stayed.
We just let shit happen.
We sucked it up and said, "Fuck it." It sucks, but who cares? But now, with everything that's going on, we realize, hey, words work, and talking about shit works, and voicing your dissatisfaction, all that works. So the gaming industry, like the fans themselves, are starting to open their mouths and be vocal, and we've always sort of been that way, but more so now, especially look at Cyberpunk. Like. When I'm gonna use Bethesda games, like when they put out a Fallout or a Skyrim at first, like those games are buggy as shit. Granted, yes, not as bad as Cyberpunk, but we accept it, right? We even say, oh, that's just a Bethesda game. It's become a part of their like lore and a part of their charm, quote unquote. Should it though? Like we shouldn't necessarily. Yes, I'm not saying let's be fucking assholes the whole time. And the one character did a backflip or T-pose. This game is trash. But why is it okay to get a buggy ass product? Like I think from here on out, even Bethesda is gonna get chewed up. Not that bad. Not to the degree. As long as they don't put out a broken game that just doesn't work on a console, which is what CD Projekt Red did. Which don't do.
Bethesda did it too. They fucking did. They received their fair share of shit for 76.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So I'm happy that these juggernauts because again, the only reason developers and publishers felt comfortable doing that was because we allowed it in the past.
Right.
We didn't say anything. But I think starting with Andromeda was when I think people really started saying like, "Hey, man."
I think that was the last straw.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah.
Did any of you try it? Did any of you try Andromeda? I didn't even try. I didn't even try to try it.
Yeah. So I think starting with
I
think and I could be wrong, but I think Mass Effect Andromeda was like, okay, you AAA developers, what the fuck? Like we're not no more of this shit. Like we can't do this anymore. We don't want it. And lo and behold, from that point on, if you gave a shit, you're gonna know you gave a shit. Granted, we're still gonna buy shit and you're gonna make your money, but we're not gonna be happy about it. God damn it! Like look at Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk made money.
There's always that minority. There's always that minority of people who just get it because like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Like they're such huge fans of whatever the hell it is that they'll just buy it anyway, which is stupid. But
like the 2K
there
fucking
are people like that.
Like the people who play the NBA 2K games. Those guys.
Hey man, if you play 2K, like I hate you people.
No, here's the thing.
Not because you play it, but it's just like. The amount of complacency is like that's why they don't change the shits because you guys just keep buying them.
Don't cast a blanket over the whole fan base. There are people who buy the 2K franchises just because they enjoy basketball, right? Fine, you can do that. The game is a very good basketball sim if you just like it for that. The fan base because I also have a distaste for that fan base, but it's very specific. It's more so the people that play it for the like the my character modes, wherever the VC are involved, like those little points system, and you know,
Yeah.
like they play the my team. I don't even know what the fuck it's called, but there's a specific fan base that buy the game to play this specific mode yearly to get like the cards and the rosters and build a team or whatever. And
Yeah.
every year they get fucked in the butt, complain, fucking hate the game. This is the worst game of all time. They keep doing this to me. I'm never playing it. And then the next year they buy it and it happens worse. And it's been like that for the last like 5-10 years.
No. Those are the same people who get the fucking deluxe edition because this version comes with like this character's different shoes or
Those.
some shit.
Nah, that is the part of the fan base that I have a distaste for because, hey, you're doing it to yourself. You keep buying those versions, they're going to keep giving you the versions. Who cares what you think about after you gave us the $100 to start, you know? And then you keep pumping money to get the points to buy this, to get the better card. I don't give a fuck if you're mad. You're still paying me, you know? You can stay mad.
Yeah.
You're still going to give me that money. But the second you stop giving me the money is when I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. Oh, hey, whoa. What's the problem? You know,
Right, like, hey,
Right.
So yeah, gamers like that are the ones that are kind of just digging us into a bigger hole overall because other companies see it like that problem's not gonna stay with just 2K. You know, all the games that do that, Madden too. I'm not saying Madden is a cash pit, but people that keep buying Madden, even though they know it sucks, you're a problem. You're part of the problem.
we gotta listen to that song. We're not gonna take it.
Right.
No,
No,
we're gonna take it. And then they'll be like,
We're
oh,
not
geez, these guys are
gonna
serious.
take it anymore.
I mean, if somebody sang that song against me, I'd like, my bad, yo. What can we? What I do? Let's talk.
Like, oh no, why you hate?
But yeah,
What's
man,
wrong?
I'm happy that we're slowly starting to be more vocal as a community and like, hey, like this is a $1 billion industry. We have the power here. We're the ones giving you guys the billions of dollars.
Right.
Like let's make shit that I like. How about that? Bring back War of the Monsters. All right, billions of dollars.
Boo.
You still trying to get?
Boo.
It's the perfect time. Godzilla versus King Kong is coming out. It's the perfect time.
Or they just put out another Godzilla game.
If they were to do another like Destroy All Monsters Melee style game,
Yeah, I'll take that.
I'll take that too. I don't give a fuck. I just want a good monster punching monster in the face game. Overdrive 2 was not it. Was not it at all. Override, whatever the fuck. Shitty ass game. Did not like it.
Hurt. Yeah, that was sad.
Override 1, great game. I'm like, finally, we're heading back in the direction that I like. Override 2, here's every Naruto fighter ever. Damn it.
I hate that so much.
So, anyway, let's get off of that. Let's talk about another game that fell from grace in my eyes and pissed me off. Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto fell from grace and pissed you off?
What?
Okay, so here's the thing. I love Grand Theft Auto 5. I love Grand Theft Auto 5.
I disagree with you now.
No, hold on.
I don't believe you.
Here's the thing. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a masterpiece. One of the greatest games to ever have come out.
Why are you speaking like that?
Because it's still coming out. Still coming out.
Why are you yelling at? How are you gonna yell at the game for that?
Because Grand Theft Auto is also in the same camp. Granted, the product is far superior, but Grand Theft Auto, the only reason Grand Theft Auto 5 keeps fucking coming out is because GTA Online and the shark cards. That's the only reason why we're still getting Grand Theft Auto 5. So I want Grand Theft Auto 6. You know, like
they're working on it.
No, I know they're working on it.
They're doing
I
their thing,
I don't doubt it. But I am sick and tired of Grand Theft Auto 5. It's come out. It's been the only Grand Theft Auto to come out for damn near 10 years now.
But it's good. They keep adding
You
stuff
don't even
to it.
play the game, Alex.
My point exactly.
No,
Because-
but don't sit here. But like the GTA Online is still very, very active.
I don't
and
doubt
still
it.
very strong.
I don't
So it's
doubt
like
it.
yeah, it just so happens that GTA Online is linked to the GTA that introduced it.
I'm
So
not.
it's like you can't get mad.
I'm not. I know I can. I can because. Okay, hold on. I'm not
Why
mad
you
at
mad
Rockstar.
over-
I'm not mad at Rockstar. They're making money. They're doing the thing. Cool. I'm with it. Do your stuff. Me as a fan though of the franchise, I can get upset because Grand Theft Auto started off as a single player game. You know, we played it for the stories. You know, we played it for that world.
Yeah.
They promised DLC for the story, the single player DLC. Never got it. A lot of the fan base plays it for the single player stuff. To play it for the story. That's where GTA started. That's where it's going to continue to go. Granted, yes, online's killing it, whatever. If they were still supporting the single player stuff, I wouldn't be mad. Okay, that's my gripe with it. But here we are. We're gonna. It's rumored that the next gen version, so this is gonna be the third generation that GTA 5 is releasing on, and now it's rumored that it's gonna be on the Red Dead engine. So now it's like,
Yeah.
which cool. Fuck you. I'm gonna play it, but fuck you because you promised story DLC, and GTA 4 story DLC was some of the greatest fucking DLC I've ever played.
Well,
So-
Alex.
What?
Well, my question to you now. Well, like if they're bringing it over to the next gen consoles, obviously they're not done with GTA 5, right? And who knows when we're getting GTA 6? Just because they announced it doesn't mean we're getting it like next year or some shit.
No.
Right.
Especially now that they added Red Dead Online as a standalone thing for $5. So like they're still very much about these two games. Who's to say that we won't get? This is me being optimistic. Like the chances of this happening is maybe slim, but who's to say that when they port it over to next gen with the new with Red Dead's engine and all that shit, that they don't add the DLC then, or anything like that? Because like if they do add it to next gen, that's even a bigger incentive to get it in next gen, other than the fact that it's running on an optimized Red Dead 2 engine. You know what I mean? So like, who's to say that they're not that it's not down the pipeline somewhere? Chances are it's not true.
Well, I don't.
Because
I
they're
don't
focused
fucking
on
believe
everything
him.
else.
I don't believe him. Well, granted, it's a rumor. They didn't say anything. There's nothing to believe. But
Right.
no, I just think that hey, man, let's update it so you can keep playing GTA Online and keep giving us money. That's what I think it is.
Well,
But,
also,
but they're
also
providing
why
a
not?
service, though.
Yeah. Also,
so
why not
what's
that?
the problem?
Like, who cares if they want to port over GTA Online to? I don't know why, but I feel like I'd be more inclined to play it. I might go back to GTA Online just to see what it looks like with the Red Dead engine. Just like,
it's gonna look
just
like
why not?
it's gonna look like GTA Online.
I mean, there's multiplayer games that have been out for years and years that people still play it.
No, okay, hold on. Okay. At this point in time, like now, GTA 5 and GTA Online are two separate things. Like let's get that straight.
Yeah.
I said I'm tired of GTA 5, not GTA Online. That's never gonna go away.
Well,
Wait, why are you telling GTA 5? There hasn't even been anything for the GTA 5.
It keeps
That's
coming.
kinda his
That's
point.
my point. That's why I'm tired of it. Skyrim, it came out 90,000 times, sure, but they continue to add DLC, mod support. Like that game evolved. GTA 5 has been the same, literally the same release. Sure, they updated it. Sure, better graphics, it runs better, whatever. But it's been the same content for the last 10 years, almost.
you could kind of say the same thing.
No,
for
they haven't
fucking
added content. The first,
Skyrim.
but
Yeah,
but there
people-
was
I mean-
DLC. There's
Well, that DLC
expansions.
the DLC was already there. Like, yeah, but
Okay.
that was when the game was in its life cycle.
But
Now when
that's my thing.
now they're just porting it over and over again like they're doing a GTA. So it's like it's
Well,
literally the same thing.
That's my thing is though there was support for it in the life cycle. I feel GTA 5's not online is separated at this point. GTA 5's life cycle died, like it just died. Not the player base, but like after you finish the story and you did whatever you got to do, that's it. Go play online. You know,
Well,
which
yeah,
is
that's
fine.
That's standard for
No,
games that include a multiplayer.
Which
It's
is
like,
fine,
oh, the
but
Call
it's-
of Duty is like the new Call of Duty. We finished the story. Now I can play the fucking.
You know
campaign.
what the
Like,
difference is there though? Call of Duty comes out every year. So, you know, within a year, you know you're going to get another one of these games. Yes, we can argue the quality or whatever. GTA 5 has been literally the exact same piece of content, just better looking, runs better for the last decade. GTA 5, not online. I have to separate it. So
Right,
the
but,
fact
like,
that they're
how
going to
much else you
update
wanna
the
do?
engine on GTA 5 so you can go back and play it the exact same piece of content, you know, and here it is on a third generation. That is why I'm tired of the game. I don't hate it. I still love it. It's one of my favorite games. But I'm saying is I'm tired of fucking seeing GTA 5. Not
I just
GTA
don't
Online.
think people are. I just don't think people are out here buying GTA 5 for the story anymore. They're
Right,
buying
they're
it
buying
for
it
the.
for
They're buying it
online.
for the
Do
online.
you want to
because
know why?
It's bundled
Do
together.
you want to know why they're
Yeah.
not buying it for the story? Because there hasn't been support for the story. That's the
There
story and
hasn't.
that's it. So
There
Well, I'm
hasn't.
saying, well, yeah, well, you know where their heads at. They're worried about
Right,
the
okay.
online.
Online, yeah.
That's what I'm just saying. It's like you can't really be mad at GTA 5 for showing up. You should be more mad that they didn't split them up because they didn't split them.
No, I'm mad because
Like they split Red Dead's online. They didn't split.
you know why?
GTA's
Because
online.
it sucked, and they need some way to make money off of it. So we're gonna sell it for $5. You know,
Right,
GTA Online is worth.
GTA,
The
but
difference
if they did the
is
same thing for GTA,
the difference is GTA 5 is worth it, the purchase, because you get that fantastic GTA Online, which is still getting supported, which again I'm not mad at, and you also get the GTA 5 game, which is phenomenal. That's the difference why they can do that. Red Dead Online fucking sucks. You know, so when you buy that $60 ass game, you're buying the story and then this piece of shit online service. I mean, whatever. In my opinion, you can pay $5 for GTA Online for Red Dead Online, and that's totally fine, I guess.
I don't think you should call Red Dead's thing a piece of shit.
I'm gonna call it a piece of shit because Rockstar, the support. I'm not saying it's a bad product. I'm saying we have obviously
You're calling
seen.
it a piece of shit.
I am because, and I'm gonna explain why. We have seen what Rockstar was able to do with an online service, GTA Online, that fucking juggernaut of a service. The follow-up game, Red Dead, which is also a big franchise, they have a huge fan base, especially since a lot of the GTA people kind of came over because, oh, this is the next game that Rockstar put out. Let's see what Red Dead Online is. They didn't do shit for it at all. You know, sure, there's some support. Sure, now you can do bounties, whatever the fuck. But, like, nothing compared to what is still coming out for GTA 5. We just had a whole island added to GTA Online last month. The game came out in 2011 or whenever the fuck it came out. Red Dead Online 2 came out 2 years ago. Red Dead Online came out. I mean, Red Dead 2 came out a couple years ago. We ain't seen dick for it.
I agree. I'm just saying it's not a piece of shit. Like,
Do you play
Right.
it?
they don't call it a piece of shit. They don't.
I played Red Dead Online a couple of times. It was fun.
Yeah.
But would you, comparing it to GTA Online,
GTA Online is better, but there's
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that Red Dead's it's shitty. It's just not
Right.
getting its fair share of love.
what I'm
Which-
calling it a piece
which
of shit
has-
is the support.
that's
Maybe,
how I
okay,
see it.
maybe I worded it incorrectly. The support that Rockstar's giving it has been shitty
Yeah.
as compared to what we
I
know
mean,
they can
yeah, I
do.
mean, you have you
You have the
your
cash cow
multiple,
GTA. Yeah.
your multiple games, and the GTA Online was making the most money. That's why they canceled the story DLC to focus on GTA Online.
Yeah. It's just a logical thing to do. Like, obviously, I also would like. Actually, you know what? No, I don't. I don't care for GTA story at all. Like,
now I
not
don't.
that I don't. Not that I don't care at all. It's like it's too late for me to be excited for GTA story. Like, keep doing what you're doing with GTA Online. Make that a standalone thing so it's not connected to GTA 5, because obviously that's what they're doing. They're just making it its own thing. Which, if you're gonna do it, just do it. And no, I don't care if they don't ever make the DLC for GTA 5, like the story DLC. Like,
That's my point. Thank you. That's my point. GTA 5, I'm tired of seeing it because you're not gonna do DLC for it, and it's way too late. Like, stop giving me the same fucking game. If we were gonna play it, we would have played it already. Separate online, sure, do that. I'm for that. Just don't stop putting GTA 5 in my console. I don't want it anymore. That's it. That's me, and that's just me.
I think like the only thing is like, do I gotta pay for the next gen version?
More than
Like,
likely.
cause like I had to do that shit for from 360 to 1. Now I gotta do that for 1 to Series X too. Like,
Like,
I don't know. They might do the whole thing where you just get the game for free with these other games.
I kind of hope so. Because at that point, then I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was a free upgrade to the next version, then like, ooh, swag. Because
I don't know
already bought the motherfucker.
if the rumors are true and they're going to completely give you that game in a new engine, you might have to pay for that. That's a different engine. You know, that's not.
Then I'll definitely be like, it's a piece of shit. Because like, why I gotta pay again to play the same game I played the last 2
The
generations?
same reason you
but
bought
the only
Skyrim
difference-
on every gen. The same reason. And for the
Yeah.
record, I was also fucking tired of Skyrim too. Now that Skyrim stopped coming out because they hate all the platforms, but now that it stopped
It's on the
coming
Game
out,
It's
Pass.
literally everywhere.
yeah,
It's on the Game Pass.
no, that's cool. Game Pass is different.
They monopolized Skyrim. Like, you can't.
Yeah.
You can literally play that anywhere.
But that's what my thing. So like now that it's stopped coming out and we're not getting any more fucking Skyrim announcements, we can take a step back and I like Skyrim again. I was just so fucking tired of seeing it because on the 9th time that Skyrim got announced, I was like, all right, okay, I'm fucking tired of this game now. I fucking hate this game. Just seeing it, you know, like I love Skyrim obviously, but like I'm just so fucking tired of getting announcements for this fucking game. That's where my mind is for GTA 5, not online 5. Like
They just connected, man.
You're just a hater, bro.
I'm not.
Also,
I'm
you're
not
a
a
hater.
hater. I love Rockstar. I just want the next game. Like every time I see that GTA font comes out and here comes the fucking V, I'm like, oh man, come like again. Like yeah, it's a great game. I got it. That's like a director releasing the same movie every 10 years. Because hey, remember I made this movie? Here it is again.
They also do that.
No,
They do-
it's like
They do like, yeah, they always do that.
it's like
We don't
if
know.
you what's a really good movie like The Matrix 1, right? Like it's like
I would
oh
watch that. I would buy that.
no. Here's The Matrix 1 again, but more HD, and we're gonna
Yeah.
actually they do that because it's Blu-ray.
Yes, they do that,
They do
and
do
you
that.
purchase them because
I
you
don't-
have purchased
I
them.
don't purchase it, bitch.
Bro,
Hey,
what are you
dude,
talking about?
Don't you buy like the master releases and the combo packs and all this other shit?
No, I
Dad,
don't.
you lie.
No, I don't. What master
Then-
release have
You
I
don't get
purchased?
like
The
HD
Mummy.
version of movie. Yeah,
That was $5.
Mission Impossible.
it doesn't matter. Hey, we didn't argue how much you spend on it. We said that you spend on it.
Right.
Hold on. Here's the difference.
Is that you want it? It's,
I want it.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
You know how this works,
Here's the
Rafa?
difference. I want that. And $40 for all 6 Mission Impossible movies is a
Yeah,
tremendous
see,
deal.
look at
on
like you
Blu-ray.
just did, like you
Okay.
just got all the Mission
Alright.
Impossible movies. Like, why don't they just keep coming out with new ones?
Okay, but
Also, they are.
Here's the thing about it. Here's the thing about that. It's different because
How?
it's different because I want that shit. All right, fuck you, bitch. I want the movie and I like the movie.
Right. So it's just shit that you give a fuck about.
Right.
We all know we
Shut up.
know why it's different.
Shut your mouth.
We know why it's different.
We know why it's not different.
It's not. It's the same.
It's not the same in the slightest bit.
Then
They don't.
explain how
They
it
don't
is.
make whenever a movie comes out on the latest format. No, it's not a big fucking announcement. It's not like, oh, guess what,
Well, it depends
everybody.
on what it
no,
is,
it's,
really.
no, it's,
Depends on what it is.
yeah, unless it's like a
Yeah, they
30th
do.
year anniversary edition of a beloved movie. That's probably the
That's
only
an
time.
announcement.
But this is not this coming out again and we releasing the same game again on a different engine. That's not the same thing as just putting the Mummy on Blu-ray or putting the Tom Cruise movies in a package. That's not the same thing.
How is it not the same of enhancing and selling a product or an entertainment piece from X amount of years ago to the
Here,
newest format of
I'm
entertainment? How
glad
is
you
that
asked.
different?
I'm glad you asked because let's say movies follow the same thing as gaming, right? Let's say that movies that came out during the VHS era, right? So those
Okay.
those movies are only out on VHSs. Let's say they didn't continue with the times and continue to update them with the fucking the technology, right? DVDs, now Blu-rays, right? So that means in order to
Okay.
watch a movie, or even streaming, right? Let's just say they stayed on VHS. In order to watch a movie from the 90s or the 80s, you would have to still have that VHS. That is the only way.
Okay.
A game, on the other hand, like GTA, specifically GTA, I can still play that game right now. Exactly how
like-
it is. And the
Yeah,
updated
but
version
a
is
lot of these-
exactly
But like
how it
you
is.
could also watch a VHS if you have a VHS player.
oh,
Like
thank
it's
you.
the same
Also-
shit.
Thank you.
Also, wait, hold up. But also, a lot of these older movies have been remastered on DVD and Blu-ray, and now, especially now, on streaming services.
That's my point. That's why it's not the same. Because but why the movies is different is because when they come out, you can't play them anymore. GTA and Skyrim, you can still play it.
You can
the
still
exact same
watch those
version.
movies in their original format if you have
Yes,
the means.
if you
Same
have
way,
a
same way I can
exactly.
play GTA on 360 if I have a 360. Like
Right.
it's the
Right.
same
But
shit, Alex.
GTA 5,
It's the consistency
no,
in which they
listen,
do
can
it.
Can you listen? Can you listen? On my next gen console right now, I can play GTA 5, the exact same game that we're talking about. I can play it, no problem. Runs
I
great.
get what you're saying,
Now
Alex,
I
but it's,
can't
again,
put.
but
I
that's
cannot
like putting
put.
it on the
hold
most
on,
current
hold on. I
format.
can't run a VHS into this bitch. I can't do that.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying that it's like going from fucking Blu-ray or going from fucking a VHS and then remastering it so you can watch it on CD. Then remastering it so it's on Blu-ray. We can do shit in 4K. Let's put that movie in 4K. It's the same shit, Alex. It's
Yeah,
the
it
same
is.
shit. It's the most modern and HD version of that product. Because I can watch the Blu-ray version of The Mummy if it exists. But if they have the 4K version, well, that's a different version. That's it's the most updated version, HD version. It's the same thing. It's now the consistency and the frequency in which they're doing it is completely different because it's like literally every year that they're ported over to the next like whatever, or like every other year.
My point is that gaming and movies have different life cycles. And sure, if you were to
Well, that's
remaster
what
a
I'm saying.
game, if you were to remaster a game, fine, you can do that. Like they've done it with older games that you can't play anymore, like 64 games, all that good stuff from the PS2 era games and all that good stuff. You can do that. That's fine. They've done that. What's happening with GTA is legit a re-release that you can already play. That's my issue with nothing added. When you get added, when you buy the fucking DVDs, since I made this comparison and now we're here, you get a very different product. The movie looks different than it did on VHS.
Well, to be fair, the 360 version and the Xbox One version of GTA 5 are different. They
Right.
did add new things to the GTA 5 and
I remember they
and
did. I
Xbox
don't remember
One.
what it was, but they
Yeah,
did.
they
first
added
person.
the first person. They added a bunch of
Oh,
other
yeah.
stuff.
Again,
that's-
I'm not mad. Again, I'm with that. Why I'm mad at GTA now is because PlayStation 2 era GTAs, we got like legit like 4 or 5 of them, right? We got 3, 4. We got GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, Liberty City Stories, San Andreas Stories, whatever. It was Vice City Stories. We got 5 games there. Go to the next gen, we had 4 and 5 with DLC for 4. Go to the next gen after that, we had GTA 5 again, and that's it.
But I mean, this we're barely in the new life cycle. Of the
And
new
they
next
already
gen.
announced GTA 5 again. That
And
is why
also-
I am
They're
upset
working
with it.
on the next
And
one.
also
nice.
these games are so huge. It's not the same.
I'm not no. I
ain't
know
saying
that.
anything else. That's
I
not
know
right.
that. I'm not saying. I was just strictly speaking of to why I'm personally tired of seeing GTA 5.
You
That's
said
it.
you hated.
Nah, I said
Yeah.
You said it fell from grace, is what you said. That's why.
in my
that's why I'm-
personal opinion is what I also said
and
for me.
And that
That's
is what I
wrong.
disagree. That's what I disagree.
How are you
with.
gonna
That's
disagree with
wrong.
it falling for grace for me?
Well,
That's
I'm
wrong.
just not for you. That's your.
That's
opinion.
what
I'm
I
saying,
said.
I'm saying the concept of it falling from grace. I'm
For
telling you, I
me,
disagree.
I specifically said
Why-
it fell
and
for
I'm
grace for
telling
me.
you that notion that you brought up because we're having a conversation and that's the platform that we're speaking on is that I disagree with what you're saying.
I'm so happy.
If that's your opinion, fine. I'm not trying to change your opinion. I'm just saying I don't agree with it.
You cannot agree with it. That's you know what? That's
That's
absolutely
all I'm
fine.
saying. Because
I
I'm like, you
welcome
do
it.
X, Y, and Z, but you can't say that fell from grace.
Yes, I can
because
that's my
you're
opinion.
tired of it.
I can because that's my opinion. I'm tired of GTA 5. It was a great game when it came out. All right, now next, please. I'm done with it.
Well,
That's me.
the thing is like I agree with you. It's just it did not fall from grace just because you're tired of it. Like Skyrim is still Skyrim even though it's on everything.
No, yes,
like it's still a great
Skyrim
fucking game.
It's still Skyrim for me now, but when it came out for the 90,000th time, I'm fucking tired of Skyrim. I don't hold this game to the highest regard right now because I'm fucking tired of it. Now,
I
once
don't know. I still.
Oh, that's cap, bro.
I
that's
disagree
not
with that.
cap. I was
I
when
disagree with that.
when Skyrim
That's
the
got
quality
announced.
of the quality of the
Cap.
game doesn't diminish
It
just
doesn't
because.
change because it's on
Like
all
you
of
I'm
can
them.
be
not
annoyed. You
talking
can be
about
annoyed with the
quality.
fact that it comes out.
When did I
But
say
you
that?
just said
No,
you just said
no, I
it
did
falls
not.
from grace. What else does that mean?
Yeah, okay. I never once said, "Oh, Skyrim came out 30 times. Now this game is a horrible game." I never said that. I said the way I look at it, from my personal opinion, I no longer see it as highly. I don't regard it highly as I did because I'm fucking tired of seeing it at the time. Now I'm like that with GTA. Right now, I don't see GTA 5 as this great thing. Back then, when Skyrim was coming out, I'm so fucking tired of it. I don't want to see it anymore. Right now, I'm not very happy with Skyrim. Right, like no, back then. Now I'm not that happy with GTA 5. If you bring up GTA 5, I'm more than likely gonna roll my eyes. I'm like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear about this fucking game anymore. That in no way, shape, or form means that I dislike GTA 5. I never said it's a shitty game. Matter of fact, I've said on the same conversation like 90 times that it's a masterpiece and one of the greatest games to ever come out. My opinion is still that. What
You
I'm
can't
saying
say
is,
it's greatest game to come out
Yes,
and
I
then
can.
use words like fall from grace.
yes, I
like
can.
those are
In
not
my-
this.
Yes, I can. I'm not talking about the quality. I'm saying my perception of that game is not the greatest right now because now we're whoring it out. I don't want to see GTA 5 anymore.
And I agree with that sentiment because yes,
Then that's it.
But like that doesn't make that like the term used fall for like now we're just nitpicking words at this point, but like saying it fell from grace is a way different than saying that hey
Like,
it's
if you would've said,
oversaturated in the
"It's my
market.
own
right.
opinion."
Like, if you would have said like, oh, it's just being overexposed, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
different than fucking saying it fell from grace. Because fell from grace
Right.
is like
okay.
it's like this guy like this great artist who was like really really good, but now their music is shit. Like Mass Effect fell from grace. Dead Space
Right.
kind of fell from grace
Right.
Okay.
because their
but
quality of game is
you can't
for
sit here
lack of a
and
better
tell me what can and cannot fall from my own personal grace list. You can't do that. I'm saying that for me, GTA 5, at this current moment in time, I don't hold it to the highest regard as I did when it first came out. I'm
Alex,
I'm
that's
overexposed to it, and I'm fucking tired of it. That is all I'm saying. I never once said it doesn't deserve all the praise it got. I never once said no one should play it. I never once said the quality of the game is bad because it came out 30 times. I've never
I'm
once
saying
said
fall
that.
from grace is like you kind of
No, I
reserve
had
saying
GTA
shit like that for things that are like shitty quality over
I
time.
had GTA at a very high pedestal. The way they treated that game, and again, I'm not talking quality. I'm just talking about GTA. My perception of it, and now with it coming out again, with no updates to the single player whatsoever, aside from a fucking Red Dead engine. I
That's a big deal though.
Yeah, but for what?
Yeah.
It's gonna play different to get the same outcome, to see the same story. You know, like that's not for me personally, and I'm only again always speaking about just for me. That's not enough for me. I don't care. I'm not buying it again if it does come out like that. Like,
I agree with you
I'm not
again.
gonna play the story again just because it plays like Red Dead. Oh, who gives a fuck?
So you're telling me that you didn't enjoy the first-person camera and the new?
I didn't beat GTA 5 when it came out again. No, the first-person camera wasn't enough
Did you
for me.
beat it again?
No, I did not. And if you don't
I beat
believe
it.
me, go check my achievements. I never beat it again.
I never gonna
When it
do
first
all that.
came out, when GTA 5 first came out on the 360, I took a week off work. I fucking played it nonstop. One of the best games ever on 360. Loved it. Took that week off, beat it, whatever. Did what I had to do. I did that. Again, I don't regret that. I loved it. You re-released it to me. You gave me the first-person camera. I played it for a little bit. Cool, this is dope. Not enough to keep me there. I don't care. You didn't add any story. I'm not going to go through this long-ass game again just because I can see it without my character.
I agree with you.
Okay,
I agree
that's
with you.
all that
I'm just
meant
saying
is that
I'm saying the wording was a little is what threw me off because again, saying things like fall from grace is used for things that are they just like over time they're just shitty.
well,
Right.
if you keep shoving
But to say that it's oversaturated in the market, it's like, yo, I'm tired of seeing this game. Like, go on to the next thing or add new content. Like, that's different. Which I mean, I also agree with. I'm just saying.
Alex, look, you're entitled to your opinion, and my opinion is that you're all cap no brim, baby.
you know what expression I hate? You know what expression I hate? All cap, no brim. Hate it.
You're a hater. See,
No,
you're just a
you
hater.
can call me a hater all day
bro.
on that. I hate that expression
You're a
so much.
hater.
And you know why I
That's why
hate
you're
it?
a hater.
You know why I hate it?
Because it's used against you.
You know why I
Yeah.
hate it? You know why I hate it? Because it was funny the first time, and it was funny the 5th time, and it was even funny the 10th time. But now that you fucking shoved this expression at least about 122 times, I no longer that expression fell from grace in my list, and I no longer
hi.
like it.
Hi, Alex. My name is Rafa. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Am I right, John?
Yes, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore, dude.
Alex,
I guess
this is what
I guess
we
you
do.
are, Rob. Hey, and you know what? And we do it so we can get the reaction you're getting from me now because I'm fucking tired of it. I do it too, so I know what's happening. I'm just letting you know you won, and I'm officially tired of that one.
Yeah.
Just like we know what we all
man, I
have
should've-
victories. So now, Rafa, this is yours.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
And then when I
Get
have
your-
mine, I'm gonna
Get
enjoy
your
it
flowers,
too.
King.
I mean, what was the last one you won?
I don't know. We do it.
Y'all
we,
did
we
start
do it
bullying
so
me.
often.
We kind of flipped. We kind of flipped today's pod like halfway through. Y'all was
Yeah.
on my neck, and then we flipped it on Allie's.
This Alex, Alex typically comes in with some bullshit, and we're just not agreeing with
Mm-hmm.
him at all.
I typically come in with bullshit.
I mean,
Alex, I ain't say that.
I
You
typically
said
come in with
it.
bullshit. Not Rafa. Alex.
not
Alex
me,
comes in
man.
with bullshit.
Yeah, no, I speak the truth.
Okay.
I speak to.
All
I
right.
speak for the people.
I'll speak for.
you.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was just about to. I speak for the people.
All
right.
Alex,
Hey,
you know what?
let's go back.
Sometimes you camp no brim, baby. I'm sorry, bro.
There you go. There you go.
Let's go back.
I'm sorry.
Let's
There
go
you
back to
go.
talking shit about John. Hey, John.
No,
Oh,
what do you
yeah,
mean?
let's see that.
Well, me and Rafa are on the same page right now.
fuck.
Wait a minute.
I'm turning the page. Turning the page.
I don't know.
All right, the first line on this page says Alex and Rafa are back. So hey, John.
Oh.
Aww.
No, I'm joking.
No, I'm saddle
Uh,
mode.
Speaking of saddle mode, let's come back to Warner Bros. A little bit. So
Why?
we all know a couple weeks ago they dropped this movie called Wonder Woman 84, a beloved, most amazing, just spectacular,
Yeah.
phenomenal, all around film.
Good guy, George.
Now, Warner Brothers shares the sentiment that Wonder Woman 84 is a phenomenal, amazing piece of cinema. So much so that they have submitted it for all categories in the Oscars.
Yes,
Disgusting.
sir.
Now I know
Yes,
that
sir.
I know that we're it's the general consensus of time right now is who gives a fuck about award shows and whatever else. It's all paid and blah 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 whatever.
It's all
It's rigged,
politics.
man.
Yeah,
It's
but
all rigged,
to
man.
have the gall to submit that abomination of a movie for all categories in the Oscars is fucking hilarious.
Hey, man. Hey. Listen up.
Oh
Listen
God.
up.
Oh, please. Tread
Suicide
lightly.
Squad
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
won an Oscar. So
Yeah. It's gonna win something. Like that's the worst part. Is like it's gonna win something, for two reasons. One, like probably like costume design or some shit for Wonder Woman or something.
No. God,
Bro,
no. I
Bro,
hope not.
Suicide Squad won Best Hair and Makeup. Half those characters were bald. Like, you think like it don't fucking matter what you say.
But the ones that had hair, John.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It wasn't that great. That this bitch's hair was purple on one side and blue on the other. Like
Bro,
it doesn't
if
fucking
Wonder
matter.
Woman wins best,
It's probably gonna
costume
win like
design.
best costume design. Like
I'm
it's definitely
gonna
not gonna win like film of the
flip.
year or something. But you know what? Stranger things have happened, and the year that we've had for films and shit, it's like not many have come out because they've been so delayed that it might have actually a chance to win a lot of awards this year.
nah.
you know what should be?
Which is
you know
the
what
scary thing.
Tenet
you
needs
know
to
what-
win all of them because Tenet's the only one.
Also, Tenet might actually, if Tenet is in there, it might.
You
take
know what
some.
they should do, which the Oscars don't do this. I don't think they've done this in a long time, in a very long time actually. They should nominate. They should accept Soul as best film of the year, as a nomination. But because it's an animated movie, it cannot go under that.
Oh, like it's not counted in the same category.
no, because
That's so trash. Like
it's stupid.
you wipe
I think
out
animated
so many
movies
great
should
movies.
also be in there. Like, what the fuck?
Like, dude, honestly, dude, I saw Tenet, I saw Wonder Woman, I saw Soul. My favorite movie of the year is Soul.
I still haven't seen Soul, so don't say nothing.
Out of
It's-
all those, it would
it's
be
so good.
Soul and Tenet. Yeah.
I liked it. Excuse me. I like it so much better than Tenet. And I have my problems with Tenet. It could be because I'm a fucking idiot, whatever. But Soul had that message. Soul was funny. Like everything about Soul, it worked so well. It was that classic Pixar film, I enjoyed every minute of it, and that movie deserves an Oscar for movie of the year. But they can't even be nominated because it's an animated movie, which is bullshit.
Well, you know what? Then Wonder Woman shouldn't be nominated because that was essentially all an animated movie anyway.
That was a comedy.
Hey, man.
how shitty that movie was.
But wait, okay,
To the
so
Oscars.
Rafa, so have you seen Coco?
Yes, I loved Coco.
So in your
Coco's really
opinion, now I know this is kind of shitty to ask, but which is a better movie in your opinion, Soul or Coco?
I really love the message of Soul a lot more than Coco.
Okay.
I feel like I'm a little bit biased towards Coco because it does relate to my heritage, my Mexican side of me. It also hit me in more on a personal level because of just certain situations.
Yeah.
So I feel
Yeah.
Talking about Soul or
So,
Coco?
Soul.
Coco.
Gotcha.
Coco.
Oh, never mind. Oh no, I see what you're saying. I see what you're
I'm
saying.
talking about Coco specifically. So I feel like I'm biased towards Coco, but I'm talking about just straight up without adding all that extra stuff. It just by the film itself, I really like Soul a lot. I really love the message they're saying in that movie.
He's a good movie. Have you seen
Yeah,
Soul yet, Alex, or no? You haven't seen it?
Oh, I just said I didn't.
yeah,
Oh,
like a lot of these
you should.
Pixar films, they have these really good messages that like like we said this last time. I think we talked about, like, they have really good messages, good lessons for like kids and people who are growing up. Soul has a message that even adults still don't understand.
Yeah.
So that's why it gets bonus points for me, because it's spreading a message that some could say, you know, this is a very adult conversation, it's a very adult topic that they're tackling with this movie. So it has that extra oomph to it when you really like think about it and really like get what they're trying to say with this movie. So I would have to give it a Soul.
Okay.
Yeah, Alex.
Well, I haven't seen either, so I wanted to see one.
They're both really good, and Coco, like, nothing to take away Coco. Like, Coco is a really amazing movie, and then that also has a great message. You know, it's a message about family and stuff like that. You know, but it just like it honestly, Soul is beating out Coco, but by like just a little bit. You know, they're both really good films.
Yeah.
They both deserve, you know, the highest praise they get.
Okay. Because I want to watch Soul. I'm leaning towards Soul. And then
should.
Coco. Like, I'm gonna
You
watch
should
them
watch
both. I'm gonna watch them
You should,
both.
yeah, you
both,
should watch them
honestly.
both.
But it was like,
honestly.
which one am I gonna watch first? Was what I was trying to get at.
They're both on Disney Plus, I'm pretty sure.
I know,
so-
but I can
They
only
both
watch.
are.
I have like a very long cooldown time in between like Pixar films, so I have to pick one, and then I'll watch it, and then cool down and watch the second one.
I think like for like urgency, quote unquote, I would watch Soul just because that message is so profound. Like it's a really good message, and I told you, like, I felt during it too. And it's not, and it wasn't like onward feeling.
That's the thing. I
you
don't want
know?
to feel. I hate feeling in movies.
No.
I
It's a
hate it.
different type of. It's a different type of feel. Like the onward feel, I'll never feel again. And that's your fault. But the one, the what I felt in Soul was like, again, that movie's very introspective, looking inward, and like it's it made me think a lot more about me rather than like my place in people's lives, because it is a personal movie, and it that's the message through and through. So it resonated a lot more than any other than Onward, than any other like Disney animated movie.
like, the movie deals with like who you are and your belief and what is your place in the world and what
Yeah,
you're
like
supposed to
why are
do.
we here?
Right. It deals with a lot of that. So it's not just, oh, you know, family
Or it's like, damn, like family's been inside me all along. Like, no, this
Or-
is like, where do you live in life?
right. It's a bigger type of question they
Yeah.
deal with.
Okay, so I'll probably watch that one then.
Yeah.
And also, it's a beautiful movie. The animation's like,
Mhm.
just amazing, and like the way they capture just New York itself, it's so fun, it's so lively. Like, we've been to New York, right?
Yeah.
We know how New York
It's clustered, man.
and New York is real life. New York is dirty and it's nasty. Nothing against New York, but I mean, it is.
I mean, New Yorkers know what it is.
You know, but they made New York look so much fun. Like, man, I wish I could go back and visit New York again. You know, I felt that, and they had a certain scene where they really captured. Like, there's one specific scene they captured, like when they're at at a barber shop. They really captured that feel.
Yeah.
Being at a barber shop, like that was, I was like, yeah, like that's literally how it is when you go to a barber shop. And I know, Alex, you have problems with with movies that have like agendas and things like that. This movie does not have an agenda in that certain way. It shows life as is someone who's black. It's not like, it's not pushing the agenda of they're black.
It just so happens that the character is
Yeah.
black, and his culture shows in the movie, but not in a we're being marginalized, or like we're better than certain people, like fucking Wonder Woman did.
Right, with Wonder Woman being against men.
Yeah, that shit was anti-men.
I just hate preachy movies. That's what I hate.
It's
It's
not
not.
preachy.
Okay.
It's not.
That's the
Yeah.
one thing. That's the one thing that sold us extremely well. That it's not preachy. Also, it handles the afterlife aspect of things very well. Because you know how religion, they all have their own versions of the afterlife.
Yeah.
It handles it to the point where nobody's gonna get mad with the movie. You know, watching it like, oh, where's Jesus? Oh, where's Muhammad? Where's
Right.
Allah? Whatever. That none of that ever comes up.
Gotcha.
So like they really thought through this.
It's really good. Yeah, you would like it at least. And that's crazy that animated movies and like are comedies also considered like for best movies too or no? Like I think all genres should be for best movie. It shouldn't
Right.
just
It should
be
be
a single one. It's like an animated movie could be way better than any live action movie.
right.
And it's like I wouldn't be surprised if Soul did get nominated and won because it's like yeah, that's a good movie. It really is. And it sucks that just because it's animated that it doesn't get recognition because it's supposed to be targeted towards children, that it's not mature.
yeah, I
Or
don't know. I don't know why it's their animated movies are not allowed to be nominated for movie of the year. They should be.
that's
But they're not.
cock-a-doo-doo.
Yeah, but that also the Oscars. Well, a lot of these like award shows are bullshit like you said. But like with Oscars specifically, if you don't follow like the rules in politics or whatever, you won't win anything.
Oh, don't they like blackball you and shit?
they blackball you, and you have to like play the politic part where you have to go around and like convince people that your movie's good and you should watch their movie. Like um, the movie itself with the Oscars, it doesn't speak for itself. You have to go in there and sell it to people, which is stupid
It's
because
horse caca.
that's not the point of an award show. But whatever.
Toxic, bro. Toxic as fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So-
Alex, yeah, watch Soul.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna
yeah.
watch Tenet again.
Watch
Got
that.
the
Watch it in reverse.
You
True.
bastard.
If I watch it in reverse, I'll understand it more.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, what if though? Huh?
What do you mean? What if? I'm okay. I think we're done here. I think that's
Well, fuck
I
you
think that's all
then.
we got.
Watch the movie makes more sense in reverse.
Yeah. It's not stupid if it works.
Speaking of that, I saw Tenet 3 times this weekend. Hell yeah!
Wow.
It's not even all that, bro.
I love that movie. I don't give a fuck what you guys say about it.
I have to watch it again.
It's so good.
No, I'm good. I'm good not watching it again.
It's because you're a dumbass.
I guess.
John,
You
let's
did call yourself
John,
stupid.
let's get
Rafa.
him.
You
John,
did
let's
that.
get him. Yeah, just get him.
No.
Tell me, turn around, Rafa.
You're stupid.
Hey, pea brain. You don't
No.
understand the
Hey,
concept of time.
Dinosaurs are smarter than you.
Hey, dumbass.
You'd probably get eaten by a dinosaur.
What does a peanut and Rafa have in common?
They're dumb.
They're stupid.
I hate
You're like
this.
Texas.
I liked it better when I was picking on you guys.
Hey, what does Rafa-
Everybody, I told you he was on site.
Hold on. What does Rafa and a doormat have in common?
Little dick.
They're stupid.
Little
Ah.
dick.
Hey.
You got tiny pee-pee.
Hey.
Your pee-pee's the size of your brain. Not very big.
I'm
Got
not
him.
dealing with this.
He left the call. Oh my god. That's stupid.
I know you left. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Playing Pod with Alex, John, and Rafa.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, stupid ass.
Yeah.
I did play
Holy
it.
shit.
He did.
Oh, I forgot I left the calls on
He's
my
not even
shows on.
watching.
Now you're stupid.
Now
Yeah,
my pee-pee
John,
small.
yeah.
What does
Ah,
what does John's brain and his pee-pee have in common?
They're average.
They're stupid.
They don't work. And they're stupid.
Oh no.
I love this.
I hate this now.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Playing Pod. We appreciate you. We love you.
I love you.
No, you don't. He's
Yeah, I love
lying.
you real good.
We'll see you guys
Feel real nice.
this Wednesday, right here on all your digital streaming platforms for the Gremlins Does It Hold Up
Sir.
movie podcast
Oh,
review.
Holy shit.
Yes, sir. Gremlins.
I'm actually
And then
very
Gremlins
excited for it.
2, baby.
No. You know, hey, on that topic, Eric texted me.
He told me. So yeah.
Oh, okay. He randomly said, hey, fuck you. Gremlins 2 is amazing.
It is. So there you go. Gremlins
So that
told
was
you that?
Yeah, that was a text message I got. So there's that.
That's what you get. Oh wait, no, I also said that.
Yeah, you too. Shut up, bitch.
I stand by it.
But anyway, yeah, so Gremlins movie review this Wednesday. I'm excited for it. And follow our YouTube, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what it is. And follow us on the digital streaming platform so you get notified. Because apparently since we stopped cursing in the first 30 seconds, we've been getting notifications. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Because I'll be getting notified every week. Like maybe a couple days later, but I'm still getting a notification.
Man, lucky I still don't get notified.
So that's
the
cool.
hell.
So,
I get notified day of, like in the morning.
oh, do you?
Yeah.
I
don't. What
I
the
legit got like a podcast notification, like a YouTube one on Friday. And that's just been out for like
Yeah.
5 days.
What the hell? No, I ain't getting shit.
It's because you're not a fan.
Yeah.
Damn, I hate it here.
All right, but we'll see you guys next week. And have a good day. All that good stuff. Good night.
Bye.
Bye,
Bless.
everybody.
Bless. Bless.
Wrong button.
Bless.
Bless.
Bless.